what is so rewarding. And hearing the stories from people who have lost 40 pounds, 80 pounds with us, and seeing how that has impacted their lives and their journeys and helped them increase their confidence, help them start their own businesses, help bring their families together and deepen their relationships. That's what it's all about.
Thanks, Paige. Lifetime results thanks to free support for life. Schedule your Awaken 180 at-home consultation at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Oh, yeah!
Even when you talk, it takes over
Take
me.
it easy.
I wanna know. Let's go, Dan.
Uh-huh.
We bet. Let's go.
Woo! Ah, Super Tuesday. Good morning, Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Great to be back. What a weekend. Woo!
What a weekend.
Extra day. Life is good.
It's good, baby.
Good to be back with you guys. Hanging out, talking sports. Oh, so much sports this weekend. Just overload, man. Overload. It was great. Good times were had by all you. Was your weekend good?
Too short.
I didn't get any, middle of the night calls or anything.
Oh, man, I could have gave you some crazy ones, too.
Were you out and about?
Oh, I was in them streets, my boy.
Okay. I like that.
I'm just enjoying the holidays.
Oh, absolutely.
Barbecue. Barbecue.
I saw one of the good things about Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And there are some. Like, sports are fun on Twitter and social media.
Undefeated.
But it also, when their holidays roll on, it gives us all a chance. You know, there's a lot of memes and GIFs and thoughts and pictures, and it amplifies to me, Memorial Day.
Okay.
Like, I saw a couple that I'll just share real quick, like a picture of some soldiers. For all the boys who never got to be dads, thank you for giving me a world where I can be one.
I saw that one.
I like that. Things along those lines make you, realize. And then you realize Monday will be the most expensive holiday on the calendar. Every hot dog, every burger, every spin around the lake or drink with friends and family is a debt purchased by others. This is not about all who've served, and that day comes in the fall. This one is in honor of those who paid in life and blood, whose moms never saw them again, whose dads wept in private, whose wives raised kids alone, and whose kids only remember them from pictures. This isn't simply a day off. This is a day to remember that others paid for every free breath you ever get to take. Freedom. So those kind of things, I appreciate. And you are reminded just what a great, opportunity, great country that we have, and it was, and so that's good. That's a good thing, and hopefully everybody got to enjoy Memorial Day, but just always take a minute and remember why you got to enjoy Memorial Day. Is I guess what I'm saying. So with that said, a lot to unpack. We can start wherever anyone would like. College baseball. I mean, go figure. We've got the field of 64, and the Gators are in. So one good streak doesn't come to an end. It could have. I said on Friday, if the Gators don't make the regionals, that I would be fine with that, and they'd have no one to blame but themselves. And there are a lot of others, not a lot, but there are some others who were left out and felt like they have been, robbed, and that happens every year. And so it's easy for me to just sit there and poo-poo, but if it was my team, I would want to give them a minute. So I listened, and a lot of teams have good points. And you know what? Scott Strickland, our guy, is on the committee that picks the field of 64. I'm sure that helped. 11 SEC schools got in. That's a record. Okay, so there were a lot of The Gators are going to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and they'll open with Nebraska, who's a good team. I don't expect much from Florida. I know a lot of people like to play the Florida can be dangerous card. Florida can be dangerous. Yeah, I don't see that. I see a team that is 500 for a reason and that probably has no shot at, winning their region. I don't think. I could be wrong. But I don't feel like, they're going to be dangerous. I know they can hit, and listen, I'll be rooting for them, but 11 from the Southeastern Conference got in, 8 from the Atlantic Coast, 6 from the Big 12. Big 10 only put 3 in there. Georgia's hosting one. They get Army, North Carolina, Wilmington, and Georgia Tech. FSU got one, which is they missed the tournament last year for the first time in, 44 years or something like that. But they're hosting, and they will get Stetson. Alabama will get UCF. Those are the 4 teams in the Tallahassee region. Nothing is easy. Florida, by the way, if they were to beat Nebraska, would then play the winner of Oklahoma State and Niagara. So, in all likelihood, Oklahoma State. So, it's interesting. Both the Gator baseball and softball programs headed to Oklahoma this week because the Florida Gator softball team is headed to the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. So, congratulations to them. They won their region. They beat Baylor 2 out of 3. And so, that's set. And they will play Oklahoma State in their opener, and that's coming up Thursday night late around 9:30. So we have a big week this week, don't we?
We got a booming week.
Yeah. We got your golf tournament on Friday. Is that correct?
E to the Tea time this Friday.
Sold out. Looking forward to it.
Jam-packed.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a good time.
Yep. And that's where are we doing that?
Fleming Island Golf and Country Club, the home course.
The home course for E, which is a hop, skip, and a jump for yours truly.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to ride the bike out there.
Yeah. So make sure that, Jeffrey, who's coming back, knows that I'll be there about 7:30.
All right, I'll let him know.
It's Process Free Radio, by the way, on today. But we have a good show planned. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. We got Brunch with the Tour. We got our friend Mark Lowry coming in.
Mark Lowry.
Yeah. Is he a bad boy?
We're going to find out.
All right. What was the character's name?
Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry. Mark's brother is who we got coming in. So, man, we could go. The Celtics eliminated the Pacers last night.
They gone.
Thanks a lot, Indiana. The one game you played, the best game of the playoffs, was Game 7 in New York.
Right.
Now, I don't think the Knicks in their state could have beaten the Celtics. The Celtics will be interesting because they have had and part of it's because they're very good, don't get me wrong, but they have had a cakewalk to the postseason. Is that to the finals? Is that fair to say, E?
Accurate.
I mean, they got the Heat to start, right?
With no Jimmy.
And then they got the Cavs.
Weak.
And I think Mitchell missed a game or two. I don't know.
He did. Donovan Mitchell did.
And then they got the Pacers, and Halliburton was out for 2. And the Pacers were a 6 seed. They beat the Knicks, who were just beaten to heck. My point is this. A little more battle-tested out west, where the Mavs, it looks like it's going to be Dallas and Boston. How about that?
Man, I was wrong about Dallas, and I was wrong about Minnesota.
Yes and yes. And listen, your guy Ant's good.
He ain't ready.
No. And that's okay. He's only 22.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to the Western Conference Finals. So it's a positive. But, come on, man. What are we doing? So,
and Rudy Gobert is just so overrated.
By the way, they've played 3 close games. So, You know what's interesting too is the transformation of Luka's sidekick.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's back.
Right?
I mean, did he just go on like a 5-year wilderness retreat?
Like a sabbatical.
I mean, just where he wanted to be a jerk and then finally realized, is he a guy who maybe isn't a jerk but wanted to try to be a jerk for a while, or is he a jerk? I don't know.
He's just too smart for his own good, and it just went against him for a couple of years.
Time out. He thinks he's too smart. He's a world is flat guy. He thinks he's too smart for his own good. But anyway, point being, now I'm hearing Kyrie's the first one at the arena. Kyrie is doing what Kyrie understands the importance of these playoffs. Kyrie is acting like LeBron did when LeBron was in Cleveland. Kyrie has become a leader. I'm like, what? Time out. I thought Kyrie was this complicated, strange bird who liked to go against the grain and argue with everybody about every little thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's just been interesting to see that transformation and him become more like, his alter ego, Uncle Drew, I guess.
Right, the boy get buckets.
Who's a likable guy. But anyway, so there you have the Mavericks and the Timberwolves, and they'll go tonight. Listen, E, we lost an icon in basketball over the weekend. I didn't know he was even sick.
Yeah.
Jay Billis had a very good point, and I'll say this about Bill Walton. We had Bill Walton on the show once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we have a clip in there somewhere. He was hilarious, as expected. And he was doing a spot. He was, I think he was being promoted by Guinness, and he was like manna falling down from the sky. He's just a great, he is such a fun guy. But Jay Billis had a great point about Bill Walton, who most of you, those 40 and less, maybe know as a broadcaster.
Yeah, I do.
But you should go watch him play basketball when he was healthy.
Yeah.
He was tremendous.
He was a UCLA legend.
Well, they say he was, him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was Lou Alcindor at the time, and then maybe Christian Laettner are the three greatest, most accomplished college basketball players of all time.
Nah, that I didn't know.
Yes. Let me tell you this about Bill Walton. NCAA final game, all right? National championship game one year. They're playing Memphis, okay? And Bill Walton went 21 of 22 from the field. 44 points.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah. 21 of 22. It was unbelievable. It was 1973, and he scored a championship game record, 44 points in their win. It was Memphis. They were Memphis, but they were called Memphis State at the time. And UCLA won another national championship. So Bill Walton was unbelievably good in college, and he was unbelievably good in the NBA. When I was a kid, in 1976, this is a little history lesson for you. He was the center for the Portland Trail Blazers, and they won a championship against Dr. J in Philadelphia. And I believe they lost the first 2 games and then won the next 4. And that team was one of the last great teams of our time. And what I mean is that team moved to basketball. They were incredible. Incredible. So that team, Maurice Lucas was on that team, and there's some other great ones. It was a 76-77 team, I believe, that ended up winning. And they their head coach was Jack Ramsey. You remember Jack Ramsey?
I do.
Broadcaster also.
Mm-hmm.
But Bill Walton made them go. He was the number 1 pick, and this was before he really started having injuries and such, and just a great, great player and a great team. So
Dog used to wear that headband.
Oh, he was a nut. He was fun though. He was fun. But yeah, NBA Finals MVP, all that stuff. So anyway, lost Bill Walton this weekend, and what a great guy. 71 years old. I didn't know he was sick.
Yeah, he was fighting that for a while.
Did we know that?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that. So sad to see, and obviously a guy who meant a lot to the association and to the game of basketball. But what I love about hearing about Bill Walton is everybody liked Bill Walton. Everybody liked him. Dave Twardzik on the text line. Yeah, he was also on that team. Bad news for the Jag. Well, not really. He's not with the Jags anymore, but thanks a lot, Brandon McManus.
Oh, man.
See this guy?
Yep.
I mean,
Little freaky.
I didn't hear about this one, and I'll tell you about what happened in just a second, but I heard about another incident with Brandon McManus. And Brandon McManus, when he went into that slump, is one of the reasons why the Jaguars went from 8-3 to 9-8, quite honestly. But two women are suing Brandon McManus and the Jaguars, alleging McManus sexually assaulted them during the team's overseas flight to London. Now, I have flown on that jet a few times, and we're in the back, so I can't sit there and tell you, yes, there's a party. No, there's not. I don't know what happened. The two women accused McManus of rubbing himself against them and grinding against them. Also accused the Jags of failing to supervise McManus, failing to create a safe environment for staff serving the team, seeking in excess of $1 million, demanding a jury trial. These are absolutely fictitious and demonstrably false allegations made as part of a campaign to defame and disparage a talented and well-respected NFL player. Huh. I hope you're right, lawyer. I hope you're right. Like I said, I don't know. I didn't go to London this year. I don't fly the team plane anymore. But I had never seen anything like that, if that's the case. The Jaguars did not re-sign McManus this offseason, by the way. He did sign a deal with Washington. Two women were working as flight attendants on the Jaguars' Atlas Air Worldwide Holdings charter flight. The flight quickly turned into a party. This is back in September when the Jags had to, quote, get out of town, if you remember. Remember that, E?
Mm-hmm.
Because they McManus and several other players disregarded the flight attendant's personal space, air travel safety, federal law. I'm going to suggest that drinking had to play a part in this.
Yeah.
That would be what I would best guess.
But all that do is enhances what you already are.
Yeah. So, anyway, he's no longer with the team. He was released, and he signed with Washington, so we'll see what happens with this. But, again, it's just not a good look, man. something you don't want to have happen, obviously. And come on, man. I mean, and again, I haven't heard great stories about Brandon McManus, and suddenly we haven't had this great string of kickers either.
Right.
So, we were talking about Bill Walton. I'll give you another history lesson. I reposted this on Twitter. And I was talking with somebody this weekend. I forget who it was. And we were talking about Trevor. And the guy was like, well, Trevor's the second greatest quarterback already in Jags history. I go, second greatest? He goes, yeah, Brunell. And I go, yeah. And Trevor's had better years than Brunell. It was a different time. I mean, Brunell had some pretty good years too, though. But anyway, somebody posted a bunch of highlights from Mark. And, man, you forget how good he was.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, no, he was really good. I mean, now, he had Jimmy and Keenan.
And Fred.
And Fred. Well, yeah. Yeah, and Fred.
And a couple of left tackle and the right. Man, he had a lot of tools.
He did, but that dude could run with a football.
Yeah, he could.
And he could spin it now.
Yeah, he could.
He could spin it. Like, I'm looking at this 31-yard touchdown dart he threw to Keenan McCardell in that playoff game against the Broncos in the back corner of the end zone. Just beautiful. And his run in that game is legendary. He took off from midfield. He broke about 3-4 tackles, and he got all the way down to the about the 21-yard line. It was like a 39-yard gain. That set up the Jags, allowed them to get the win. Big Leon was part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then he hit Jimmy on that touchdown pass. But you go back and look at some of the throws he made to Jimmy Smith, like in that game Jimmy had up there in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, like 241 or something.
I mean, laying it in there, diving into the end zone on some scrambles. I mean, just a great. He was a great football player, man.
He was.
He was a great football player. And you know what? We made a huge mistake getting rid of him too early. He had years left. That was that, remember they went and drafted Byron Leftwich?
Yep.
They should have taken Terrell Suggs that year. And
Big Ben went that year also, right?
No, he went the year after, I
Okay.
think. And then you could have got Big Ben, or you could have got, other guys down the road. That was another, what could have been. And again, it's easy to second guess. But boy, oh boy. And then, 99, think about what, the Titans, and if they don't have the Music City Miracle, we probably play the Rams in the Super Bowl. Who knows? Yeah, they could have taken Big Ben in 04, Rodgers in 05, and had Terrell Suggs with Stroud and Henderson.
Man.
It's easy to do that. I mean, again, we can do that all day long, but which let me translate into our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jags. 20-plus Jacksonville communities in the best locations. They're quality-built homes you can call your own. All you got to do is visit dreamfindershomes.com to find your home. They will help you navigate your home purchase, and they offer some terrific interest rates. What one aspect of Trevor Lawrence's game would you like to see him improve in 2024? And it's I gave you 4 choices. Just stay healthy, his downfield passing, his running, or eliminate the fumbles.
Ooh, some good ones.
Yeah. This one has an overwhelming leader.
I'm going to say, let me get to it so I can take a peep at it. Overwhelming leader, just stay healthy.
Eliminate fumbles.
Oh, I was going to be my second guess.
Yeah, 74%. And that's fair. We talked a little bit about, and we did it on TV over the weekend. Did you see the graphic about the fumbles over the last 3 years?
Nah.
Oh. Oof. I got to get it for you real quick here.
No bueno?
No bueno, brah. Hang on. Oh, look, number of losses since April 21st. The Mets have the most. Don't worry about it. Yeah, here it is. All right. So, total fumbles lost last 3 years. Okay? The leader in the clubhouse with 21, Trevor Lawrence.
21?
In the last 3 years. All right? Who do you think has 20? Let me answer that for you.
Okay.
Nobody. Who do you think has 19?
Nobody?
Nobody. How about 18?
Nobody.
17?
Nobody.
16?
Dang, nobody?
15?
Nobody.
All right, so Trevor Lawrence has 21. The next guy, total fumbles lost last 3 years, 14.
Oh, man.
Who's that?
I'm guessing that's going to be.
It's a good quarterback.
It's not Patrick Mahomes. Oh, Josh Allen.
He's 12. He has 12.
Okay.
Jared Goff.
Okay.
So we go from 21 to 14 to 12, and then Fields and Lamar Jackson both 11. Now, Lamar Jackson, you can get a little bit.
I get mobile. Yeah. He's like a running back.
Uh-huh. And I just present these things like people get like when I put these things on Twitter, they get mad at me.
Oh dear, you already know.
You know what I'm saying?
You hating on Trevor?
Yeah, I'm not.
This is the.
I'm just like, guys, this is a fact. And then like one guy told me, and this is true by the way, and this is a good point. He also has the worst fumble quote luck. Trevor has 24 fumbles, but he lost 21 of them. You see what I'm saying? Justin Fields had 26 fumbles, but he only lost 11 of them. So he drops the ball, but he falls on it. So I guess that's fumble luck. I don't know how you phrase it, but that's a fair point. But the bottom line is, and Trevor Lawrence would tell you this. That's why that's why I agree with the people who say just eliminate the fumbles. Let's start with that. But that's become a problem for our guy, and that's that's mostly on him, right? I mean, we've watched him just drop the football a couple times, right?
Yeah, we've seen it.
So that's something that, and it's not like he's got small hands or anything. By the way, will post the poll question. You can vote on social media. Dreamfinders Homes for a limited time on select move-in ready homes. Dreamfinders is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year one of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details. All right, we got a lot more to unpack here as we make our way through a Super Tuesday. We're checking with Freddie T. I think he's coming on the show. Brunch with the Tour. A lot of good stuff happening here. Should be a fun day. Hang out with us all morning long right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. You're in the pole position with 1010XL.
Green flag. Sunday at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From the station with the most horsepower, 1010XL.
Anytime you've got major plumbing problems, and even the minor ones, there's several potential causes, and they usually can't be easily detected. So don't guess at a solution. Hire Roland Reese Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
Now at Hodges Mazda, take advantage of 0% APR on our versatile lineup of 2024 Mazda crossover SUVs. Lauren Brooks here. Choose from the off-road ready 2024 Mazda CX-50, the stylish 2024 Mazda CX-30, or the tailored-for-you Mazda CX-5. With 0% APR for 36 months, you choose the perfect CUV to drive home. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interest first. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at hodgesmazda.com. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for qualified applicants expires June 3rd, 2024.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing has the highest wind and impact ratings available? If you want a stronger roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Learn more at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
Hi, it's Ben, second generation from Beards Diamonds. Guys, if you're popping the question soon, looking for an anniversary gift, before you buy anywhere, shop Beards. From a half carat to 10 carats, Beards will beat any competitor's price.
In the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Love the smell of golf balls in the morning.
Summer smells delicious.
Brunch with the Tour.
That is a sign of a true golfer.
Tour news, tips, and inside info.
Brought to you by Clearwater Irrigation, 8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
All right, get those boats ready. The Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin is coming soon to St. Augustine. It's June 8th. Just go to oldschoolkingfish.com. You can find out more. The grand prize is a Yellowfin bay boat. And with limited boundaries, no bait buying, and no checkout, it is seriously old school. That's why it's the Old School Kingfish Shootout. Here's how you do it. You go online, you sign up, and you become part of what is going to a terrific event. It's the Old School Kingfish Shootout. Go to oldschoolkingfish.com.
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Living on Amelia Island? Having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mocama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect Pilsners and Lagers, matching memories and some Mocama magic is what it's all about. Mocama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. and look for more Mocama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Biana's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Jags fans, the schedule's finally here, and you don't want to miss these matchups. Whether you want to become a season ticket member, catch 3 or more games with a bundle at the bank, or experience the season with Prowl Pass, there's a plan for every fan. Get locked in by going to Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. Experience Jaguars game day your way at the bank this fall.
Coverage and analysis of the 2024 off-season workouts on 1010XL is brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter, Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Tired of an AC warranty that doesn't seem to cover what actually breaks? Not at Vaughn's Heating and Air. New AC units from Vaughn's include a 10-year warranty covering all parts, all labor, and all refrigerant. So remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
E, I got to tell you something.
Oh, to me.
I don't smoke.
Oh, dang. No smoke?
No smoke.
Okay.
But I tell you what. I watched a hockey game the other day.
Uh-huh.
I felt like I needed a cigarette after that.
A heater.
Man, I was exhausted. I was physically and emotionally exhausted. This Rangers-Panthers series is knock down, drag out. Like, oh, my gosh. So here's the situation.
Talk to me.
All right, so the Panthers won game 1. The Rangers won game 2 in overtime. We go to game 3 in Miami. Or down there in Florida, South Florida. And it's a Rangers, Panthers lead 1-0. Rangers come back 2-1. Panthers tie 2-2. Rangers score 2 goals. They're up 4-2 going into the third period. You're feeling real good. In like 2 minutes at the beginning of the third period, Panthers score twice. It's 4-4. And I mean, the last 8 minutes of regulation, they are peppering my goalie. My goalie is like, there's a term in hockey called standing on your head that they talk about with goalies when they're playing out of their mind.
All right.
This guy was standing on his head. I mean, they had power plays. They're firing the puck at him from all angles, point-blank range. He's knocking everything back, flailing. It's unbelievable, right? So Igor is his name. Old Igor somehow gets us through regulation, and we get to overtime. Now, they start putting up these stats. Like, there are 2 stats. There's how many times did they shoot the puck towards the net and how many shots on goal. Well, the Panthers shot the puck towards the net like 100 times, and the Rangers like 40. I mean, we're living on the edge here. And then somehow, some way, our guy tips in a goal on one shot that we happen to have, and it goes in. And we win 5-4. So now we're up 2-1, and we've got game 4 tonight. But these games are exhausting. And let me tell you about the Florida Panthers. They're really good, but they are dirty. They are a bunch of thugs.
They out of Miami, ain't
they? I'm telling you this, those guys, they play to the nth degree and then some. And they hit you, and they pop you, and they try to take your head off. They've already knocked one of our guys out for the playoffs. And then we come back at them, and they want all these penalties like we're dirty. Are you kidding me? That's the dirtiest team I've ever seen, man. And so, and I say that with respect, by the way. They play good. They're really good. They are really good. And it's going to take everything we got to still – we're up 2-1, but, everybody says, well, we were lucky to win Game 3, and maybe we were. But the reason why we have a chance is because of our goalie. Our goalie is –
standing on his head.
He's the best goalie in the NHL, man.
Well, we like what the kids are saying right now, standing on business.
Mm-hmm. He's unbelievable. So I'm watching that game, and I'm going, and I ended up, that was, what day was that? Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And I'm at work and screaming and winning, and so it's 2-1. And so now we got to get ready. I got to go through it again tonight. And so now here's the deal. Here's the dilemma. And you know me. You know I'm going to do this. So they're in Miami tonight, okay?
Yeah.
They go back to New York Thursday, and then they're in Miami Saturday for Game 6. So I got Game 6 circled, E.
Oh.
So the boys, the Hicken boys.
Gonna load up in Old Blue?
Might load up in Old Blue. And head down to Plantation, Florida for Game 6. Now, here's the deal. It's not going to be cheap.
Gonna cut that check.
Oof. I just paid for a wedding, E.
Well, at least Cool in the Gang wasn't there.
Cool in the Gang, thank God, weren't there. You kind of probably did me a favor there, E. Although you're trying to negotiate for me. Anyway, so I'm looking at Game 6. I can get in for 300, but it's not just me. I got, I know if I go for sure, Brooksy's going. Juju might go. And we got another friend, the Yaya man will probably go too.
You cutting the check for everybody?
No.
I'm about to say, shoot, I might go.
No, I'm not cutting the check for everybody. But I am cutting it for Brooksy. So that takes me up into the 600 range.
It does.
But nonetheless, it might. Here's the deal, though, E. If the Rangers win one of the next two, then we're up 3-2 for Game 6. In a perfect world, E, we win the next two, and I don't have to go to Game 6.
It's true.
Although, yeah, no, that's what I'm rooting for, okay? In a perfect world, somehow we win the next two, and we're in the Stanley Cup Finals. However, Florida's really good, the Panthers. So I'm suspecting that there'll probably be a split. So my question to you is this, my man.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose the next two, then I'm down 3-2. I can't go down to that game.
Oh, that's a tough one, man.
I can't, and I'll tell you why. I'm not going down to that game to watch if we were to lose that game, watch them dance on my – no. Yeah. I did that with the Mets. I'm not doing that again.
What if they win, though?
Well, it'd be great, but –
You would be in the building if they won.
Well, but it'd only be 3-3 going back to New York.
Right. But, I mean, you ain't going to New York for Game 7.
No.
Right.
But then I save my ducats and I think about going to see them in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Okay.
I just don't know if I can go if they're down 3-2. If they're up 3-2, I'm good.
Man, here you go with that negativity.
I'm not trying to be negative.
Man,
I'm not trying to be negative.
They're not going to be down 3-2.
All right.
Even if they are down 3-2, you go down there and you support your Rangers.
Okay. Hey, you ever watch the movie Home Alone?
Yeah.
You know that house is for sale right now?
Yeah, for a check, too.
5.2.
Yeah.
5.2 million. Wow.
The Wet Bandits.
Yeah, the Wet Bandits. Very good. That's right.
Used to play that game on Sega. We used to, you can set booby traps around the house and stuff, and the Wet Bandits would break into the crib. You can have all kind of stuff around the house. Oh, man.
I don't know if this is true or not, but you ever seen that thing they have? I think it's in England. It's called like the cheese roll, where these folks like roll down the hill with cheese.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like a real high hill. It's all muddy, and they roll like they're just basically bouncing down the hill because they go so fast.
Kind of like the hill at the TPC that the kids roll
down.
But
much worse. I mean, this is painful, right?
Uh-huh.
I just looking at this thing. It says, NC State grad Abby Lampy won the Gloucester Cheese Roll Race in Coopers Hill for the second time earlier today. Lampy became the first American woman to win the event in 2022. She repeats as the cheese queen in 2024. Bro, like you start running, but you end up falling, and then you just go through the mud.
Yeah,
and
I
you're
don't want
just,
to do that.
Oh, man. My body would break now. That would not go well for yours truly, buddy. Not at this age. I mean, they're bouncing like getting airborne and stuff. But anyway.
That can't be good for the body.
Can't be good. Can't be good. Can I one more thing, and then we'll get back to ball. But can I have a Dan Hicken stat of the day?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get you. Let's see which one we're going to do.
Yes, please.
Let's go with this one.
It's kind of an offshoot one.
His name is Hicken. He's an information revelation.
Thank you, Ball.
It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
Thank you.
I'm going to redo those.
Yeah. Yeah, please do. Please do. Do you know this actor, Samuel L. Jackson?
I've heard of him before.
Okay. So Samuel L's made about $357 million from his movies.
Okay.
Okay? Pretty good cheese, right?
But he got that bank.
Mm-hmm. He averages about 2,200 words per movie in 156 movies. Okay?
Okay.
2,200 words per movie, 156 movies. That's about $1,040 per word. Now, what word does he say an awful lot in his movies, E?
Damn.
Well, it's worse than that, E.
Okay.
There are snakes on this bleeping bleep plane. All right? So it's a parental unit combined with a bad word. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, he said that word 1,116 times.
Really?
So he's made roughly $1,160,000 from saying that word.
Oh.
I thought that was good. I saw that this weekend. I said that's a good thing.
The internet, man, I tell
you. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, we'll come back. We'll keep it rolling. Turn our attention to some ball. A lot going on in the world of college and pro football. The Jags are back on the field today. Jags are on the field today. We got some OTAs going on, so we'll discuss that and more right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Max Fried on the mound for the Atlanta Braves today. 4-2, a 3.38 earned run average. Braves are the $2.40 favorite at Truist Park against Jake Irvin and the Nationals. Plus 210, 8.5 under the total. Florida Gators open up the NCAA Baseball Regional against Nebraska in Stillwater, Oklahoma on Friday. The Oklahoma State Cowboys are the plus 105 regional favorite. Florida plus 165. Florida State hosting the Tallahassee Regional. The Seminoles plus 105 to win it and move on to the Super Regional round. They open with Stetson on Friday. UCF and Alabama, the other two teams in the region. Promo code radio gets you 2 free months off your VSiN Pro subscription. VSIN.com/subscribe. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
At Duck Duck Air Conditioning, we understand the importance of having a properly functioning air conditioning system, especially in hot and humid climates like Florida. That's why we offer a wide range of services, including installation, repair, maintenance, and replacement of all types of air conditioning systems. The Duck Duck Air Conditioning team is available 24/7, so you can count on us to be there when you need us the most. Contact us today to schedule your service and experience the Duck Duck difference. 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckac.com.
Who's ready for them one-hitter quitters? You know, them knockout blows. Your boy E to the T is, and with UFC 302 this weekend, it's not about betting on winners. It's about betting on yourself, my boy, at MyBookie. Bet on any fight, anytime, from anywhere with MyBookie. Boosted bets and exclusive money back props give you everything you need to cash in on your fight knowledge. And the best part is, when you bet with MyBookie, you can stream and bet live right from the MyBookie Sportsbook. So you can turn those big fights into that big straight cash. With the main event prepped to set the tone for what should be one of the most intense cards of the year. And you already know you're going to watch the fight this weekend. So choose the book that makes it simple to bet and win easy. Sign up and use promo code 1010XL to bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Brackish Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is the smoothest local vodka you can find. Made right here in Jacksonville, Florida, 100% from corn, Brackish Vodka is the local gluten-free choice. Brackish Vodka, for those that live life slightly salty, a proud partner of the Jaguars.
Now you can enjoy Brackish Vodka at Finn McCool's. Happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday with live music Friday and Saturday nights.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back in the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Hacker here with an update. I'm now down 65 pounds in less than 3 months with Awaken 180. It's been incredible. You've seen it on social media. If not, take a look. I'm the guy with 65 less pounds around his midsection. Since I started, I had to get lower dose medication for both blood pressure and cholesterol. That meant a trip to the pharmacy. When I walked in, the pharmacist did a double take, the same way my doctor did. Didn't even recognize me. It's a pretty cool feeling, knowing I'm transforming into the new me. If I can do Awaken 180 and succeed, trust me, so can you. Imagine dropping pounds while still enjoying your favorite foods. With Awaken 180, you get to lose weight without giving up what you love. Are you ready to make the call to Awaken 180? Call right now, 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800. Or do what I did and check them out at Awaken180weightloss.com. Start changing your life today with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
Oh.
I used to read Word Up magazine. Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
Yes. Bone Crusher.
Come on, man.
No?
It's a big guy.
Uh-huh. Heavy D.
Come on, Dan. I know you know who that was.
Who is it?
It's Biggie.
Biggie. My man.
Bone Crusher.
Not Bone Crusher.
Oh, not Bone Crusher.
Hey, listen. As we get ready for the fight of the century this summer, right?
Okay, yeah.
July 20th.
Okay.
You know, we everybody's been talking a little bit about it. They want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch.
Right? If the one guy's having an incident on a flight.
Oh, really?
And paramedics have to be called. And
oh, dear.
He's 57 years old. Should he be fighting?
I wouldn't try him.
Is this what Jake Paul is doing again? So Iron Mike had a problem. He was 30 minutes before the flight from Miami to L.A. had landed. Dealing with nausea and dizziness due to an ulcer flare-up.
Oh, man.
Jake says, "Oh yeah, we're good. The fight has to go on. Nothing's changed."
Yeah, Jake see that money. Jake see that cash.
Tyson's doing okay. He's doing great. That Ryan Garcia, that crazy dude.
Yeah.
He says, "If Mike can't fight, I'll sub in."
It ain't the same, buddy. You don't hold the same type of weight, buddy.
Well, he would destroy Jake Paul.
Oh,
too.
yeah, he would.
He would destroy him.
And I would like that.
The Netflix fight is an officially sanctioned boxing match by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations and is being classified as a heavyweight bout. So, oof. We had some, we're going to talk a lot of golf coming up here, Brunch with a Tour, a little bit later in the show. But
oh, man, had some news and go.
Man, we had a terrible, terrible weekend on the PGA Tour. Grayson Murray, who, man, just a sad story. And another reminder about mental health. And I think one thing that has happened in a positively about mental health now is, and we say this all the time. I tell this to my kids in college all the time. Don't be afraid to ask for help, man. Everybody goes through it. Everybody is. It's okay to talk to somebody. It's okay to find someone that you need to speak with. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a tough world out there, man. And the mental health part, I guess unless you go through it, you can't understand it. I was talking about it with my wife this weekend, and it's like I haven't dealt with it, but I know people who have, and I guess you just get in such a dark place you can't get out of it, E.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it works, nor do I claim to know how it works, but my heart goes out to folks like that because here's a young man who seemingly had it all, right? Beautiful fiance, loving parents, brothers and sisters. Just had won a tour event, everything going his way, but he just battled these demons, man, and then people go to drinking or drugs to try to mask those problems, and it only gets worse, and you just get into this abyss that you cannot get out of. And it was heartbreaking news to see it with Grayson Murray and on the PGA Tour, and I just, oh, man, very sad, very, very sad. So hated that, and we'll talk about it a little bit later on the show. We have a lot going on in the world of golf. Has somebody sent in their golf picks yet, by the way?
Yeah, he sent them joints out last night. I knew he wasn't going to miss it.
I figured he wouldn't. Darn it. But that's okay. There was another incident in the golf world. The golf, college golf national championship is going on, the playoffs. Okay? So that's been going on. And so we're at the point now where the top 8 teams make it, okay? And Florida's defending national champ. They won last year. Remember we got T-shirts, E?
Yeah.
So they won it last year. But this year, they ended up finishing 11th. So they don't go on. They qualified. The top 30 teams go. UNF went. They didn't make it past day 3, but nevertheless, clap it up for UNF. Great year. Florida finished 11th. Great job as defending national champs. And then FSU did qualify, by the way. They're in the top 8 as they begin like match play, I guess, or team play or whatever it is. I'm not going to explain it all. It's just bottom line is we're down to 8 schools. But they're also having this competition for individual titles. And so our kid from Auburn comes to the last hole. And he needs a birdie, I think. I think he needs a birdie, E, and he's hitting it from the fairway. You follow me?
I'm following.
Okay, so he needs a birdie. He's hitting it from the fairway. He hits a shot. It's a beautiful shot. He's like, oh, I'm all over it, right? Well, he needs a birdie, so he needs it to land close to the hole. So it lands at the hole. It hits the stick, E.
Okay.
Problem is when it hits the stick, it ricochets way back across the green and down into the bunker, thereby knocking him out. So, hated seeing that for that kid.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's golf, though. You hit a great shot, and boom, lo and behold. We also have some huge news. It's a shame Jeff's not here because
Oh, yeah.
huge news from the baseball world.
Well, a couple of them. A couple of pieces of news from the baseball world that
Yes.
Jeff would have.
Yes, huge news. I'll start with the good news, which is the retirement
of Angel. Peace out.
Angel Hernandez. I don't know if Major League Baseball finally said, hey, Angel, look, this is Major League Baseball. You're 62. How much do we got to pay you to go away? It's becoming a meme every night. I mean, we got to get you out of here. It's time, Angel. And I think Angel took the payout and said, all right, how much are you going to pay me? All right, I'll leave. But at the age of 62, like I'm assuming Major League Baseball did something to that ilk. I don't know. But it sure seemed.
It was out the blue.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere.
Yeah. But Angel Hernandez is gone. So that's the good news. The bad news, and you all know this if you're Braves fans, is Ronald Acuña is done for the year. Tore his knee. And it's not the same knee. And I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. We'll talk to Doc Murphy on Thursday. He's done ACLs in both legs now.
Oh, man.
Now, I think Chipper Jones tore his ACL twice. I mean, you could come back from it, so I'm not – but the point is he's out for this year. Now, he was not having a great year, and the Braves are scuffling a little bit. Now, when I say scuffling, I wish I was scuffling like they're scuffling. They're fine. But can you still win when you lose your best pitcher and your best player? That's the question. Because remember, they lost Spencer Strider for the year too. So both those guys are out. And so now the question is, what do the Braves do now that reality, everything settles back down after they deal with the disappointment of losing Ronald Acuña, who didn't think it was serious when he did it because his knee didn't pop and stuff. And you hate it for that kid. I mean, anyway, the kid loves to play baseball. He plays baseball year-round. He, and all these experts will come in now. Maybe he shouldn't be playing baseball year-round. Maybe this, maybe that. Bottom line is he's the reigning NL MVP, and you lost him. That's a hard thing to overcome. He was not having a good year at all. So now what does the GM Anthopoulos do? And that will be a real test to see what he does. Because, remember, they won the World Series without him. When he got hurt in 21, and I believe it was in July, but before the trade deadline, he went and got Rosario, Soler, Duvall, I think, again, and they went on and won the World Series. So I'm assuming he'll do something like that again. And by the way, in 21, they were not as good as they are now. They've gotten Chris Sale, who has taken the place of Strider and has been great. So now a lot of their guys have been slumping, so it remains to be seen. But they're all good players, so you think they'll be, listen, Austin Riley's back now. He was hurt. Michael Harris is playing. Sean Murphy is their catcher. He's back. Matt Olson's had a terrible start to the year, but he's starting to hit the ball a little bit better. So, and Marcelo Zuna has been terrific. But anyway, I saw this, and it says sellers will develop, outfielders will become available, and then they rattled off a bunch of names. Tyler O'Neill, Harrison Bader. He plays for us. Mark Canna, Starling Marte. He plays for us. Tommy Pham, Kevin Kiermaier. So now none of them are Acuña, but again, if you get 2 or 3 of those guys, maybe, and again, maybe he finds these guys. This GM has done great things for the Braves. But it is a devastating injury, make no mistake. I mean, and they are second place chasing the Phillies, who have finally scuffled a little bit. The Phillies have lost a couple in a row. They're 38-17, so they're doing great. Braves have lost 6 of 10. They're 30-21. They're still 9 games over 500, okay? I mean, they're going to be in the postseason because, there's just not a lot of great. There's the Dodgers, there's the Phillies, and there's the Braves. And then the next tier are the Brewers. And then after that is everybody else. That's basically what you got. The Giants are 28-27, the Cubs are 27-27, the Cardinals are 25-27, the Padres are 29-28, the Diamondbacks who went to the World Series are 25-28. So it's one of those types of teams. I mean, the Mets stink, so I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, Ronald Acuña out for the year, torn ACL. Devastating news for the Braves. Any way you cut it, but again, does that mean the season's over for them? No, not by any stretch. Not by any stretch. They'll make some moves. They'll be fine. That's the kind of franchise that they have become. All right, 7:05, we're rocking and rolling through the first hour. We got a lot coming up this hour. Hang out with us here on a Super Tuesday edition of The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Intelligent sports talk with an attitude.
Hey, guy. Sorry.
That is awful.
It's a Jack speech at J1A.
You got me.
1010XL.
I did mumble one word.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys from here taking care of people who live here, people like me, people like my son Drew. Whatever job that you need at your house, a remodel, a new bathroom, outside work. No job too big, no job too small. Give the Lockhart family a call. I say their family gives your family a better living experience. You unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. Listen, here's the deal. This is how Shane operates. You give him a call, he calls you back. You tell him your idea, he tells you if he can do it or not. He works you up a proposal, you sign him up, and you'll be so satisfied. Fast, friendly, affordable. Lockhart and Lockhart Construction. Give Shane a call, 994-3865. That's 994-3865.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Incella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has some state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Florida Gator basketball got some good news when junior guard Walter Clayton Jr. withdrew from the 2024 NBA draft and will return to school next season, Gator Online has confirmed. Clayton was the Gators' lead scorer last season. He earned second-team All-SEC honors. Florida Gator baseball is officially NCAA tournament bound. Monday, the Gators found out they'll be heading to the Stillwater Regional. The Gators will first face Nebraska, the Big Ten tournament champions, in their first game of the tournament. JU baseball season concluded on Friday night after being defeated by Central Arkansas in the final game of Pool B in the Atlantic Sun Conference Championship play. Head coach Chris Hayes, in his post-game comments, called the loss a stepping stone for the team, and the future of JU baseball is bright. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7-Eleven and it's 74 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Good morning, Jacksonville. 7-Eleven, actually. Wanna? Welcome back to the program. It's a Super Tuesday. Hanging out here. I saw something that was interesting to me.
Yeah.
Talking about NFL running backs.
Okay.
And they kind of ranked the teams. So, like, including the starter and the backups. But you still, when you talk about, you're always thinking about the best run. But, like, they have, on this particular list, and I'll tell you how it relates to the Jaguars in just a second, and it kind of surprised me. Here's a look at where each running back room stacks up in the NFL. All right. So give me two teams you think will have tier 1, they call them the thoroughbreds, and they have 4 teams.
The thoroughbreds?
Yeah. What would you say?
I would say the Bears.
Okay.
I would say the Packers.
Okay. You got one, the Packers.
Okay, Packers. Oh, Cowboys.
No.
Niners.
No. Niners.
Okay.
All right. So Christian McCaffrey, arguably the top back in the league. 49ers have capable backs like Elijah Mitchell, Jordan Mason, rookie Isaac Guerrero, along with the fullback Kyle Juszczyk.
Mm-hmm.
As for the rest of the teams in the top tier list, they've all gone through seismic changes. Baltimore is up there. Why? Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, and remember that kid Keaton Mitchell who tore his ACL?
Yeah.
Well, he'll be back. He looked good. Eagles added Saquon Barkley. Packers signed Josh Jacobs. And the Ravens and Eagles also have the luxury of having quarterbacks factoring into their rushing attack.
They do.
All right, so the top 4, the Niners, the Ravens, the Eagles, the Packers. Tier 2, quality depth. Okay, so now we're in the top 9 running back rooms. And this is where the surprise comes for me. Tier 2, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Saints, and the Jaguars.
Okay.
I don't see it. Do you?
No.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real here. Do you guys see it? Are the Jaguars the top 10 running back room? Got a lot to prove, if you ask me. The Lions are knocking on the door of jumping up a tier with a combination of David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, them boys bad.
The Dolphins, Raheem Mostert and that Achane.
Achane. Yeah,
right?
Achane.
Fastest tandem in the league. They also drafted Tennessee's Jalen Wright, and they have Jeff Wilson Jr., who had 1,000 yards from scrimmage in 2022.
Yeah, I remember that.
I might put them in tier 1. Okay? So Lions and Dolphins, I get. Steelers, well, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, and Cordero Patterson.
It's tier 2?
Well, Harris, Warren, and Patterson are all proven guys.
Okay.
New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams, and intriguing second-year back Kendre Miller. Okay. And then there's the Jags.
Oh, yeah, name our studs back there.
And this is what they wrote about. This is what they said. Travis Etienne rushed for more than 1,000 yards for the second season in a row for the Jags. Notched a career-high 11 rushing touchdowns. Okay, man. Clap it up, Etienne. Absolutely.
Shout out.
Yeah, great. While he headlines the group, Tank Bigsby and Dearness Johnson are capable backups? Have they proven that yet, E?
No, they must have seen something.
You're putting them in the same group as Montgomery and Gibbs or Mostert, Achane, Jeff Wilson Jr.? Oof. And ahead of Tier 3, up-and-comers. Jets, Bills, Chiefs, Falcons, Bucks, Rams, Seahawks. Okay. The Jets, Breece Hall. Isaiah Pacheco is in Kansas City. Bijan Robinson in Atlanta. The Rams, Kyron Williams. There's some good. Now let's look at the worst. All right, let's go down to the bottom. Work in progress. Is that the lowest? Yeah, tier 7. Work in progress. Denver, the Chargers, the Cowboys, and the Giants. Well, the Giants lost Saquon Barkley and brought in Devin Singletary.
Oh.
Devin Singletary's okay, not Saquon Barkley.
No, he's not.
They also have behind him Eric Gray, Tyrone Tracy Jr., and Gary Brightwell.
Who?
Have you heard of any of those guys?
None of them.
Me either. Chargers took the Ravens backfield, Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins.
They did.
But they lost
Eckler,
who went to Washington. And Dobbins has had injuries, including a torn Achilles last year. So the Cowboys
I don't even know
lost
who they
Pollard, and they brought back Zeke.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They got Zeke.
But they got Zeke, Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn. I'm sorry. No, that's fair. They should be down there.
You like Deuce Vaughn, man?
Yeah, little Deuce Coop. They got Carolina down low. Carolina has Chuba Hubbard,
Okay.
Miles Sanders, and Rashad Penny. They also drafted Jonathan Brooks. Now, they don't have an ETN, but those other guys, I guess they're putting a lot more stock into our backups than I am.
I guess.
They got Houston more to prove with Joe Mixon and Dameon Pierce.
Oh, wow.
Who's better? Our guys or Joe Mixon and Dameon Pierce? Oof. They got tier 5 Indianapolis Colts. I mean, they say, well, they got injury concerns. That's fair. I mean, Jonathan Taylor hasn't played a full season since 2021. So, and the Browns, Nick Chubb comes back from a knee injury, but they do have Jerome Ford and Deontay Foreman. So, anyway, it's just interesting. I think this is just one of those beauties in the eye of the beholder type thing. I mean, I'm surprised that the Jags would be tier 2. Aren't you?
Yeah, I am surprised.
Would you put them there?
I would not have put them in tier 2.
Yeah.
And it's not because of ETN. It's the whole running back room, which is unproven to me.
Yeah. How is Atlanta not in the top 9? I don't know. I can't answer these questions. I mean, it's, again, sometimes you run into lists and then you start looking at them and you pick them apart. But I was just overall looking at it and thinking, my gosh. Jags are on the practice field again today as they'll continue their OTAs. Which is another marketing genius by the NFL. Really, I mean, what are we doing in OTAs? You know? It's kind of going through things. They ranked the NFL's most vulnerable division winners. Which recent first-place finishers could be dethroned? So of all the division winners, there are 8 of them. Who's the most vulnerable? They say Dallas. Well, I don't think Dallas is. I would probably say Tampa, who they have second. What do you think, E?
The most vulnerable?
Yeah. They have Buffalo third. Buffalo is vulnerable in that, now they've won the title 4 years in a row, but, boy, I think
they're missing a lot.
Well, I think they're missing and the others have added.
Yeah,
so exactly. I think this is going to be a
double negative for them boys.
This is going to be a tough year for Buffalo to win. I think they can be a playoff team, but to win the division, I don't know, man. We'll see. Jets, Dolphins, Bills. Patriots rebuild. So funny to say that. They have Baltimore 4th, most vulnerable. Detroit 5th. Detroit could be vulnerable in the respect that the Packers, although the Bears and the Vikings are they're going with rookie quarterbacks, so maybe not. Houston, they have 6th, meaning vulnerable. Jags, they say this: the improbable explosive debut of quarterback C.J. Stroud and new coach DeMeco Ryans vaulted the Texans into the Super Bowl conversation aggressively. In fact, we might soon be bordering on overhype for Houston, you think, in a division that saw the rival Jaguars advance to the playoffs just 2 seasons ago. But their playmakers are legit, and Ryan's defense should be more imposing after a spendy free agency. The Jags, meanwhile, have struggled to turn raw talents into reliable results, with the flashy but mercurial Trevor Lawrence enduring somewhat of a wide receiver makeover this offseason. The Tennessee Titans are much improved around Will Levis, but remain something of a wild card. Why do you think they're much improved? And the Colts are putting a lot on Anthony Richardson, who's played all of 4 NFL games. In essence, Anthony Richardson's having another rookie year, right? He didn't play much.
Right.
Showed flashes when he played. Anthony Richardson would do himself, by the way, he did it. He did it too. Did you see what he did?
What'd he do? What'd he do?
Kids. He went night-night to do a tat.
Okay. So he got like a full body or something?
Full back. But, I mean, I don't like guys getting knocked out to get a tat done, man. Remember
Yeah,
Prescott did it?
Yeah, he went under that.
He went under.
That must be the thing now.
Don't.
Or they just don't want to deal with the pain?
Yeah, I get it, but, man, I don't know. Yeah. You got a new back tat. From what I saw. But anyway, hey. If it works, it works. So AR will, he will do himself well to stay on the football field this year. That's what he needs to do. He needs to have a full season of playing and then seeing where he stands. Because I kind of, like, when you think about him from a year ago, I remember some good things happening, right?
And they were balling against us, wasn't he?
But when you go look at what he did, he was 2-2, threw only 3 touchdowns in 4 games. Now, he was running, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he scored a couple. He got hurt running.
Yeah,
actually.
So, anyway, we'll see. But he needs to play a full year. He only threw it 84 times in 4 games, 577 yards. Nothing particularly special. Had 4 touchdowns running. So, 25 carries for 136 yards, 5.4 yards a carry. So, anyway, it'll be interesting to see him play a full season. That is got to be where they are with Anthony. And if he can do that and go through a full season, I think he can have a lot of success. That's something that we're definitely gonna want to keep an eye on and see how he does, how he's able to perform. So, but yeah, when you look at the divisions and how they rank them, that's interesting. The team with the least vulnerability, Kansas City. How many times has Kansas City won the division, in a row?
Like, was it in 3 out of 4? Like 3?
Yeah, how about 8? 8 straight.
I tried them, boys.
8 straight. The last time someone other than the Chiefs claimed the West, Alex Smith was the MVP, Eric Berry was a comeback player of the year, and Peyton Manning was the Broncos quarterback.
Wow.
Wow. That is a supreme run, man. 8 straight. Niners have won 2 in a row. Houston just won. Detroit won. Baltimore won. Buffalo 4. Tampa's won it 3 times in a row. 3rd longest division streak in the NFL.
Oh, okay.
You'd never guess them, but you forget Brady. But they were 9-8. Cowboys just won. So most teams are 1 time. But 8 straight for Kansas City and Buffalo 4. Those are the 2 that stand out. Is anybody going to beat Kansas City in the West this year? I don't think so. Do you?
So, no.
The only thing that'll beat Kansas City is Kansas City. They've gotten so good at this, they become sometimes a bit disinterested almost. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The greatest challenge for Andy Reid is to continue to get them to progress and win games during the season. And they also are, because they've won 8 times in a row, they always have a very tough schedule, right? And this year will be no different because they have Patrick Mahomes. They're a prime time dream, right? Like, how many times do you think the Chiefs are playing at 1 o'clock?
Not often.
They play Baltimore on Thursday. And they play the Bengals in the marquee 4 o'clock game. Then they play the Falcons on Sunday Night Football. And they play the Chargers in the 4 o'clock. Now, they play out there because they're West, and they play Monday Night Football against the Saints. This is what happens when you become the Chiefs. Then you play the Niners in a 4 o'clock game. Then you play the Raiders in a 4 o'clock. Then you play a Monday Nighter against the Bucks. Then you play, here's a Sunday, week 10, Sunday 1 o'clock against the Broncos. Then you play the Bills in a marquee game. Then you have the Carolina Panthers at Carolina in a 1 o'clock game. You have another Sunday Nighter against the Chargers. You have a Christmas Day game against the Steelers. You You have a Saturday game against Houston. I mean, it's just they're you know, it's like the Jets were going to be last year, and then we got stuck with the Jets all those times because they had no Aaron Rodgers. All right, we're rocking and rolling at 7:27. Good morning, Jacksonville. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or business. Rhino Shield's exterior paint, its beautiful, durable coating, does just that. It protects your home or your business, right? Why? Because it never chips, cracks, or peels. And by the way, they put their money where their mouth is. 25-year warranty. You don't get mold, the mildew, the algae growth. Water intrusion is not a problem from these crazy storms we get in Northeast Florida. And it fights assault corrosion, has a Class A fire rating. And in the end, honestly, saves you thousands compared to the cost of repainting. Look, right now, 0% financing. New low pricing up to 25% off. Gang, it's never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. So you're saying, Hick, tell me more about this Rhino Shield. I can't. I'm out of time. This is where you got to take over. Get your free estimate today at rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
Nothing has a 10-year warranty except for a new AC unit from Vons. V-O-N-S. Vons Amazing 10. This is legit. A full 10-year warranty. It covers parts, labor, and refrigerant. That's an unmatched commitment they make to their customers, while others will charge extra for weekend and same-day emergencies. Not at Vons. No extra charges. Just great service when you need it, whether your unit needs to be repaired or replaced. Remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vons.
Buying a car can be stressful, especially one sold as is or with no warranty. Do the 7, 10, or 30-day warranties leave you wondering what will happen on day 31?
Stop. Car buying doesn't need to be so stressful. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet now offer the exclusive Beaver Certified program protecting your used car for 7 years or 100,000 miles. That's right, certified Hondas, Fords, Nissans, and any other make you consider now come with the peace of mind you deserve. Shop worry-free at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. While we've earned the reputation as North Florida and South Georgia's preeminent official Rolex jeweler, it's important to point out that at Underwoods we carry other watches too. We start with Seiko, the most reliable, serviceable watch made for under $500. And they've started making jeweled, self-winding watches again, and sports watches you'd have to see to believe. Next we have Tavan, the Swiss-made ladies and men's and dress and sport watches, and they start at $575. Another name we carry is Tudor, inspired by Rolex with the same founder and owner, the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. And their sport watches and chronographs are the rage in Swiss timekeeping, with new in-house watch movements and exciting new model introductions every year. So if you're interested in watches, we have what you want at Underwoods, and all of our watches carry a 5-year warranty. At Underwoods, in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels for Big Chief Tire. And if you're looking for quality tires that won't break the bank, they've got you covered. With 5 convenient locations around town, Big Chief keeps Jacks rolling. Right now, they're offering $50 off a new set of tires. It's the perfect time to upgrade before you hit the road for summer vacation. Head over to BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to take advantage of this incredible deal. That's Big Chief Tire, 904-932-0950.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm David Lane, your average everyday Joe. I'm 5 months out of my back surgery with Southeast Orthopedic, and I'm doing great. Thanks to Dr. Herford and his staff at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and the summer sun is just begging us to get out and ride. And Honda's got every level of rider in mind, don't they?
They do. They've got Honda scooters. They got the mini motos, great for the beach. They've got the big heavy gold wing, great for taking something cross country. Or they got the weekend warrior bikes too. We got them all in the showroom.
Yeah, the real cool thing about it is you can log on to cyclesofjacksonville.com or just cruise on by and check you out.
Absolutely. We got them on the showroom, ready to roll.
On Atlantic near Regency, Cycles of Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
This is your intro song now, Mark. His cousin is Mike Lowry. This is Mark Lowry. Pull that mic up and talk into that, my man. How you doing?
Morning.
I brought in my friend Mark Lowry because we're going to talk about some stuff here in a minute. But his son is a lacrosse player at Dartmouth, and was Luke Lowry was a star at Ponte Vedra for a lot of years. Way before that, was an outstanding wide receiver at Providence. I know, still a sore spot with me, but that's okay.
Good quarterback there.
So you tell me. So we were talking. I watched some lacrosse this weekend. Now, the Florida Gators women's lacrosse team made the Final Four, and from what I read, they were unseeded. And they battled Northwestern, but Northwestern ultimately lost to Boston College. Northwestern beat Florida. They pulled away from them in the fourth quarter, so that was cool. And then Memorial Day weekend is always the Final Four in lacrosse, right? That's how it works, right?
Right.
But we had representation, and this is like, you know, if we got guys on a national championship football team, we mention it. If we got guys on a national championship baseball team, we mention it. Well, we had, you're telling me, and also our friend Ray Carnicelli told me, we had a couple guys on Notre Dame's national championship lacrosse team. Is that correct?
Yeah, one from Ponte Vedra and one from Fleming Island. So Eric Dobson from Fleming Island and Carter Barlett.
Yeah, yeah. So congratulations to both those guys. The ring
2
is the
years
thing.
in a row.
Yeah, and the one kid is it Dobson, who he plays a lot, right?
Yeah, they both played a lot.
They both
this
played a
year.
lot. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so they're both seniors.
Oh wow.
They're both have the opportunity to play in the PLL,
Mhm.
Professional League.
Oh, okay.
So it's I mean, North Florida is kind of a hotbed for lacrosse, particularly here in Florida.
You have been around it now for a lot of years. Did you know much about lacrosse until, or was it once your son started playing that?
No, nothing at all.
Yeah.
So it was a bunch of football players that would go play lacrosse in
Yeah.
the spring.
Yeah, and loved it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's taken off.
Yeah, and so watching it grow, I agree with you. I think this area and a lot of it is, obviously we have weather, we have great athletes, and we have a lot of kids who want to play a sport and they find this sport and I haven't met many who don't like lacrosse.
Yeah.
Why was your son drawn to it, do you think? What did he love about it?
I think he enjoyed, just being on the field and being with the guys.
Mhm.
Didn't have to wear a lot of pads.
Mhm.
Wore some pads.
Yeah.
Helmet. Got to hit people.
Mhm.
Although it'd be fun to see him be a little more aggressive. But he's
He must get his athletic ability from his mother. is what I'm saying, Mark.
Absolutely.
Now, listen, one other thing, and I want to say this about Luke, because when I say that about his athletic ability, I mean it. The kid, he wasn't going to play football one year, if I remember correctly, and then he was bored. And so he said, oh, okay, I'll go play. And he just showed up and played football. And he was, I used to tell Mark all the time, this kid can be a college receiver. He was that good. And trust me when I tell you, when he was playing at Little Old Providence and we were playing teams like Trinity, them boys were looking at him going, who's that guy? Because he would run away from the corners. He was good.
Well, I hide my athletic ability very well. So.
All right, so the reason I brought you in, and we've partnered together, and we're excited about this, but you're an engineer from the University of Florida.
That's right.
But yet you're and you've used that, but yet you love this. You like to dabble in other things, so to speak.
I get like my son, I get bored easily, so I try to keep busy. My wife tries to keep up. She's not excited, but I always have outside endeavors that I want to keep going, keep my creative side going.
Yeah, and you definitely kept it going. And look, most folks around here know about your tequila, your Vida de Louis. Yeah, which is, from what I understand, one of the best around. And where can you get that, by the way, the Vida de Louis?
Yeah, so most restaurants here, a couple stores, we're actually relaunching, so you should be able to find it more places very soon.
Okay.
But a number of different restaurants, Mexican restaurants, 1810 Tacos and Tequila is going to feature our tequila coming up. They're going to open in the Marsh Landing Parkway place near World Market. And then we've got a couple stores, Ponte Vedra Liquors and Gold Knox and some others that feature it.
But you also sent me this stuff a while back, and I looked at it, and this is great. And so Mark does this, has a site, golf-t-repair.com.
Yep.
So I'm like, Golf T Repair, what are we doing here? And so you go to the site, and tell us how this came about, Mark.
Yeah, so a friend of the show's Martin Buckley, and I play golf from time to time. Martin plays very well. I just tag along and
hit the ball. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like you.
I've never kept score.
That's fine.
So he always had a joke that, hey, broke a tee, someone needs to fix that. And, I said, that's a great idea for a T-shirt. And one night when I was bored again, watching TV and looking for website domains, and I found golf-t-repair. Now, Golf T Repair was available, but at the time it was like $2,000.
Okay.
So the hyphens made it $399.
Boom.
So we went that route, and it also kind of separated the words so you could see what was saying. So I made the website. I came up with a bunch of stuff, just tons of material for
right.
You can go on, and I think even you have come up with a couple things with me. But we decided that we were going to do that. We got a cameo from Shooter McGavin.
You did?
So he does an excellent job. So go to the website and look for that. And we were just thinking of other things. Well, this could be kind of an enterprise and make some cool stuff.
Right.
And I was able to get some people that also make shirts here locally. Their representative met with me, and we decided we'd make some really nice polos, which I'm really proud of.
You should be. They're really. I mean, these golf shirts are awesome, man, and they're affordable in the golf shirt world, which is cool, and they're great material, and they're unique. Tell me a little bit more about them, though, and you're wearing one today, too, by the way. Which, Chip T, our friend there.
So we have, every good brand has to have a mascot. So we put together a mascot. His name is Chip T. He's a T that's chipped or broken.
Hence the Golf T Repair.
Right. So we've got a nice shirt with him. It's made out of bamboo, primarily bamboo, nice sustainable material. But if you've ever put on bamboo or had bamboo sheets, they're incredibly comfortable and soft.
Yes.
And durable. So, we just made it something different from this performance, the shiny stuff, the dry fit. This is really different. So it's very comfortable. And we've gotten some rave reviews from the people that have bought the first ones. Actually, Sports Mania now carries one of our
cool
Jacksonville prints.
All right. So and you're spinning off this a little bit. So you've got some ideas, and like you said, there are a lot of ideas floating around in that noggin of yours, and so you come up with these things. But we got hats and hoodies and things like that as well. But anyway, if you want to check it out, it's golf-t-repair.com, right?
Yeah, and actually, just to let you know, this weekend I acquired the Golf Tee Repair no hyphens.
Oh.
So.
Oh.
We
may be changing.
Change the spot.
We may be changing. That's fine. And then to build off that, what about fishing? We love to fish on the First Coast. So why not more?
Yeah, if you think about Jacksonville, it's a golf town and a fishing town. So we came up with fish hook repair. So, all you people that break your hooks or get them snagged, we've got a way for you guys to repair them. It's another good site. But we're going to be doing the same thing. We've got some great T-shirts and hats as well. So really proud of what we've been able to put together.
Yeah. So anyway, Golf Tee Repair, Fish Hook Repair, Vita de Louis. And by the way, another thing about Mark, he's a great Gator fan, by the way. If you've ever been out to his offices out there in Ponte Vedra, it's one of the coolest. I don't know how to describe your office, your building where you work. How would you describe it? A grown-up funland?
Well, we have our own playroom with a pool table, shuffleboard, and all that stuff.
Yeah. I told people on the air, though, that you have the actual floor part of the floor from the O'Connell Center, right?
Yeah.
When the Gators won the national championship. And then you had James Batesy. You commissioned him, I guess, to paint you the five starters from that team.
Yeah, the 04s and Lee Humphrey.
Yeah.
So they are hanging on the wall right now, which is background is the floor from the 2006 O'Connell Center,
right,
which was replaced by the national championship floor.
And I tweeted out a picture of that when I was out there before. But anyway, we appreciate you coming on, appreciate you hanging out with us. And again, we want folks to visit the sites. And if what a great idea is, and a lot of folks around here like take golf trips, right? And they'll like me and my buddies from school. Well, my buddies every year take a golf trip. I've gone on some we haven't gone. We've gone to some cool places. Like they went to the Ozarks one year. They went to Pinehurst one year. They just got back from out in Nevada, Wolf Creek, and places like that. So they do a lot of these golf trips. And listen, it would be one of the great ideas is you get a bunch of the shirts, matching shirts, and because they have team competitions, so that's kind of a cool thing.
You can always buy one for your dad and match your dad.
Yeah,
he never bought that for you when you were younger.
Yeah, and by the way, yes, so that's a great idea because as you know, I've cashed in with my older children now. I demand great gifts, and these are great gifts.
Right.
So
I'll call them.
Yeah, Golf Tee Repair or golf-t-repair.com. fish-hook-repair.com. Vita de Louis Tequila. Anything else, Mark Lowry?
No, that's good for now.
It's great to see you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. We're having a good time here. We're going to talk more golf with Brunch with the Tour a little bit later, and we got more coming up here on The Drill right after this.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Now, another classic moment in Jags history. 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Baseball has a new look because it's an old look. The Yankees are great again. Pinstripes are 33-17. It's been a long time since they've been elite, yet they're now one of the most elite teams in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers are elite too at 33-18. And you know what? Baseball's better when the best teams, the names you know, are really, really good. Phillies are pretty good too. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnick family of dealerships. It's time for Bravo Rama at Nimnick Buick GMC. Frank Frangie here. Find your next vehicle with Car Bravo, a better way to shop certified used vehicles online with transparent pricing. Save big this month with $1,000 customer cash on Car Bravo certified light-duty full-size pickup trucks and 0% APR. That's right, 0% on select Car Bravo certified vehicles. Get it all at Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, an avocado consultant from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Dave Ortega. Okay, Dave, here's your question. Your house is not bad in the morning, but by the afternoon, your AC can barely keep up, even with the curtains closed. What do you do?
Can I buy a valve?
Not that kind of show, Dave.
Can I spin the wheel?
Yeah, we don't even have a wheel, Dave.
Can I phone a friend? Can I call Bueller?
That's right, Dave. Call Bueller Air and Plumbing to assess your home's airflow and sunlight patterns and let us optimize your air conditioning so that you are cool.
This is the happiest day of my life.
Well, you gotta get out more, Dave.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Don't just watch the position, learn the position.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer, and he knows.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
Friday mornings on The Drill, brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
If you're a business owner and want to learn about federal, state, or local government contracts, plan to attend a free online webinar May 28th. The Florida Apex Accelerator, in partnership with UNF, provides expert guidance and consultations at no cost. The Apex Accelerator program can make selling to the government less complicated. Attend a free coffee and contracting webinar May 28th. Register at unf.edu/SBDC. Then select Training and Event tab.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Imsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Hit it.
Yes! We got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out what we call razzle-dazzle, or at least he does. E, what are you dazzling them with today?
I'm going to dazzle our kind listeners with a family 4-pack voucher tickets to the Jumbo Shrimp to be used in any game this season. Series this week starts Tuesday through Sunday. Shrimp face Nashville. All you got to do is holler at me, 641-1010, at the end of the 10-minute drill.
And also, by the way, Mark Lowry left us a couple shirts that we'll give out here throughout the rest of the week. So from golf-t-repair.com. I put it on Twitter as well, so if you want to check them out, check them out. It's good stuff.
Then I got a little trivia for you.
You got trivia for me?
Yeah, just a quick trivia question.
Yeah, fire away, my man.
We, you know, the Bad Boys, it was Mike Lowry.
Yeah.
What was his partner's name?
All right, I know this.
Okay.
Okay.
It was Mike and who?
Yeah.
Played by Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
Mike Lowry, of course, was Will Smith.
Yes.
But what was Martin Lawrence's name? It's for the culture.
Was it, okay, was it, I don't know his last name, but was it Marcus?
It was Marcus.
Yeah! Bad boys.
I don't remember his last name.
I'm a bad boy. We ride together.
We die together.
Woo! All right, lots going on in the sports world. One, we talked about the passing of Bill Walton. That was, golly, so sad. But what a great guy. What a great, fun person he was. Loved life, loved people, great broadcaster. Just remember this, if you've never Googled him, a great player as well. He was one of the best, had a lot of feet injuries that really derailed his NBA career. But he still played 10 seasons. And I'll tell you something else. One of the best college basketball players of all time. I would say him, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then Lou Alcindor, and probably Christian Laettner. Three most accomplished college basketball players in the history of the game. Ronald Acuña goes done for the year, tore his ACL. Terrible news for the Braves. I would never discount the Braves, though. And they won a World Series in 21 without Acuña. So I wouldn't say that they're done by any stretch. The good news in baseball, Angel Hernandez retires, which is great news. The umpire, much maligned, just seemed like he was even worse this year. But anyway, he gone. So he'll be no more. We have our college baseball field set for the regionals. So 64 teams make it. The Gators did make it 15 years in a row. Haven't missed. The Gators haven't missed since 2007 and Pat McMahon, I believe, and never have missed under Kevin O'Sullivan. A 3 seed going to Oklahoma to play Nebraska. If they win that, in all likelihood, it'll be Oklahoma State. Niagara is the other team in that region. Oklahoma State will play Niagara, and then Florida will play Nebraska. Nebraska's a good team, 39-20. So, some people say, be careful, Gators are dangerous, and maybe they are. I don't buy into them just because I've watched them all year. They're 28-27. They lost games that they had no business losing. They blow big leads. Their pitching never came around enough, in my opinion. But, hey, who knows? Anything can happen. So we shall see when they head out there this week. The Gator softball team, and by the way, Georgia hosting in college baseball, FSU hosting in college baseball. So FSU gets a heavy dose of Sunshine State with UCF and Stetson, and Alabama is the fourth team in their region. The Bulldogs are hosting in their region, so 16 teams get to host regionals, and there are 64 teams in all. You have to win that, and then you go play. If the Gators were to win, they would take on the winner of the 6th-seeded Clemson regional. So listen, again, opportunity perhaps, but we shall see. Florida, again, 28-27. There's teams that are, like Nebraska, 39-20. Shoot, Nebraska be favored to beat Florida, I would suspect. But we'll see. Again, we'll see. Hey, I haven't mentioned this. St. John's River Community College, E.
Oh, yeah, I attended.
Yeah, St. John's River.
That's where it all started for your boy.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, well, you got a little championship DNA in you because, listen, over the weekend, the girls won softball national championship.
Shout out.
Girl hit a 2-run walk-off home run.
She boomed it?
To win a national championship.
You go, girl.
So that was great, St. John's River CC. And then the guys.
Actually, it's St. John's River State College now.
That's right.
Put some respect on them names.
The Vikings. And then the guys are in the College World Series, the JUCO College World Series.
The JUCO Bandits.
Yeah, the JUCO Bandits. And they have won their first 2. They have a big game tonight against the top seed. But listen, if we learn anything, I'll tell you this. These teams from Florida can ball now. In baseball and softball, they're better than most of the country. So St. John's River, good luck to them. Their catcher was one of Brooks' teammates last year, Ben Barrow. He's had a terrific start. He's hit 2 home runs already in the JUCO College World Series. So
shout out, Ben.
Yeah, so shout out to Ben. Shout out to the Vikings. And we got to see them a bunch this year. We played them a bunch of times throughout the year. They can really hit.
Yeah, that's where it all started for you, boy.
Okay, all right. I didn't know you had transferred over to the Blue Wave.
Yeah, I transferred over to the Blue Wave.
Okay, all right. Came over to the Blue Wave. Started down there. And now which one did you go to? Because St. John's River, by the way, also I come to learn, has a
couple of campuses.
Yeah. Like in St. Aug, they got one.
I went in Palatka, St. Aug, and Orange Park.
Yeah. Oh, did you go to the Orange Park one?
You know I did.
All right. But anyway, so congrats to that program. Could you imagine winning a softball natty and a baseball natty in the same year?
Yeah, turn.
That's pretty good.
He turned.
That's what they're facing. So anyway, congratulations to them. We've got NBA. We're about set. I think it's just a matter of time here till Dallas. I don't think any NBA teams ever come back from an 0-3 deficit. So looks like Dallas, Boston in the finals, although Dallas and Minnesota go tonight. Luka and Kyrie.
Who would you root for in those finals?
I would root for Dallas.
Yeah, me too.
Just because I'm not I'm a Knicks fan, and I've never been.
You can't root for Boston.
I can't root for Boston.
Yeah.
I can't root for Boston. I'm sorry. And I wish them well, but no, I ain't. And they're trying to hang their 18th banner.
Woo.
But I think they've only won like one in the last 30-plus years. Does that sound right? So anyway.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And then Dallas is trying to do the double whammy. They've got the Mavericks, who are 1 win away from the finals, and the Dallas Stars. Oh, our boy, we need to check on our boy Justin Moore.
Oh dear.
Yeah, George Moore Chevrolet. Justin's probably down in the dumps. His Edmonton Oilers. He's going to, I believe, Game 5 of Edmonton-Dallas.
Okay.
But Edmonton was up 2-0 last night after 1, but they lost 5-3. So they are, I believe, down 2-1 in the postseason. The Rangers are up 2-1. They will take on the Florida Panthers again tonight. Yeah, Dallas leads the series 2-1. Rangers go tonight against the Panthers. These are tough games for me to watch. Tough. I mean, they just grind me up and spit me out is what they do. They're exhausting. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. So, they always say slow time of the year. No, Jaguars are on the field today. I mean, so the Jags got work to do. They'll get some OTAs in this week as well. So a lot of things happening in the sports world as we go through them with the 10-minute drill. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come kind. We're going to courteous, come correct right now, right here. And we'll E will hand out a prize pack. E, what are you handing out? What's the razzle-dazzle today?
A family 4-pack of voucher tickets to the Jumbo Shrimp to be used at any game this season. The series this week starts Tuesday through Sunday as the Shrimp take on Nashville. All you got to do, dial up 641-1010 to get you this razzle and this dazzle.
Boom. This is the drill.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL salutes David Lamb, a true pioneer in sports radio in Jacksonville and an authentic sports icon to so many here. We'll miss you, David. Rest in peace.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? Well, give my friends at QC Kinetics a call at 904-274-5522 for a free consultation. They're serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move again, pain-free. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Stop putting it off. Take action now and live your best life again. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation, 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That is QC Kinetics.
All right, sports fans, Hicken here. Let's talk skin for just a second. Me, myself, and I, and Beach's Dermatology. Beach's Dermatology should go first. They want to remind you to wear your sunscreen. Man, it is hot. Woo! What a weekend. Hot! If you're an active parent hanging at the fields, which a lot of you were, right? A lot of baseball this weekend. If you're out fishing, if you're at the sandbar at the beach, man, put the sunscreen on. Please, put the sunscreen on. Beach's Dermatology doesn't want to see you. All right? So if you're going golfing, you're gassing up the boat, you're grabbing the chairs for your kids' game, get the sunscreen on. And by the way, if you do have something that doesn't seem right on the body, on the skin, don't wait. Get it checked out. Just go to Beach's Dermatology. Give them a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I have some exciting news from Leonard Truck Accessories and Trailers in Jacksonville. A brand new location on Beach Boulevard will be opening soon. Stop by the grand opening on Friday, June 28th, and put your name in for a chance to win a brand new loaded golf cart. Leonard Truck Accessories. Your truck, your style.
Oh, that big and broke the line. No worries. I'll just go to fish-hook-repair.com and get these hooked on fish again. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive fish hook apparel for Jacksonville's coolest anglers. Fish-hook-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for fishing gear.
If your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's. That's Vaughn's Heating and Air. Unlike others, there's no overtime or same-day upcharges at Vaughn's. Just great service when you need it. So remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
I'm Charlie P., and I lost 50 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. Two of my doctors, my general practitioner and my gastroenterologist, both sat me down and had a real heart-to-heart with me that I was not headed in the right direction and said that I need to lose weight. So that's why I thought, now it's time to talk to Awaken 180 because they're going to be the people that are going to be able to help me. And ultimately, my doctor was able to eliminate my diabetic medicine. So I'm off my diabetic medicine and I'm on such a small dosage of my blood pressure medicine that probably the next time I see him, I'll be able to remove that completely as well.
Thanks, Charlie. This is Mike Dempsey. Whether your goal with Awaken 180 is to eliminate medications, improve energy, or increase confidence, I know you'll achieve it with the solution for weight loss. Do what Charlie did, what Matt Hayes, Hacker, and I did. Make the call to Awaken 180 at 844-346-1800 or go online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguars continue another week of OTAs today through Friday. The Jaguars offseason program will conclude with a mandatory 3-day minicamp that runs from June 10th through June 12th. The Florida State Seminoles baseball team have been selected as the top 8 national seed in the NCAA Division I baseball tournament. The one-season turnaround caught the attention of the committee, and the Seminoles were rewarded with the overall 8th national seed. They face Stetson this Friday at noon to kick off the tournament. The City of Jacksonville, together with the Jaguars, is hosting the next Stadium of the Future community huddles on tomorrow at Sandalwood High School from 6 to 8 p.m. Events are free and open to the public with no registration required. The huddles are held so that citizens can learn more and ask questions about the proposed stadium deal. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:07, it's 75 degrees. Time and Temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, a couple things on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We are not the Blue Wave. We are the Manta Rays. I know we are, but listen, we're plugging you, so take it and enjoy it. Ain't nobody else in town plugs the Blue Wave but this guy, me and E.
That's right.
I got Drew's a proud Blue Wave alum.
Yeah, he is.
And
boy.
Brooksy is a Blue Wave baseball player, Manta Ray.
And then RJ.
RJ, he's a grad.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a grad.
He's on billboards, man.
6 of them.
Come on.
Out playing.
And also, we should mention Callahan's own Howie Kendrick, St. John's River.
Ooh.
Yeah, Howie played there. So
shout out Howie.
Howie's a World Series MVP. Don't mess with Howie.
Yeah.
I wonder where Howie is. Did Howie move back or no?
Oh, no. I'm an effort for Howie.
I'd like to know where Howie is. I don't know where he is. Death at a Funeral is Martin Lawrence's most funny movie, in my opinion. Yay, nay on that one, E?
Man, I'm a Martin Lawrence fan. I ain't never even heard of that movie.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Anyway, I was just looking through the text line here. Bear with me. All right, welcome back. Hanging out here on a Super Tuesday brunch with a tour coming up at the bottom of the hour. We've talked a lot about things that are going on in the world. All kinds of stuff happening this. I mean, it just never dies down. I was looking at this article on ESPN about the rookies, and I always want to see something about our guys. Like, this is a guy who could be. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I just don't see it. I just don't see it, and I get frustrated.
Oh, geez.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Just don't, I see him talk about this guy and that guy and watch out for this guy. And I don't see the things that I want to see from our rookie class. So we were talking this weekend about, Brian Thomas Jr.
BTJ?
Yeah. And I was with some Jag fans, and, they continue to harp on, like, well, how come we didn't just, sign Allen and franchise Ridley and keep Ridley? And I think, look, while that ship has sailed, and I tend to agree with all those fans, I do think this. In the long run, I think Brian Thomas Jr. will be better for the football team than Calvin Ridley. It's my hope that he's going to be a better player. So, but I don't know. We shall see. We shall see how it all bears out. But, they need him. He needs to have a good, solid rookie year. But, at OTAs.
What would be a good, solid rookie year?
Yeah, I know. You always want him to wow us. But, I mean, honestly, if you get 60 catches and you get 800 yards and 6 touchdowns, how do you complain? You can't complain about that.
You can't.
Right? But can he exceed that number?
Right.
Can he
grow from that the following year?
Can he get past that? Or can he do better than that his rookie year? But, you start here, like, did you see the one thing about the Bears? Like, they were, talking about, Caleb Williams looks like he had a bad day, like whispers. You never know, right? Who cares about OTAs? But there are some signs, like the Jags have had the worst rookie luck. Like I remember when they had rookie minicamp, and Dante Fowler was like the 3rd pick overall. He goes out the first day and he blows his knee out. I mean, you can't script that kind of bad luck. Or you draft Blake Bortles and maybe he throws the ball sideways. And you're like, ooh.
So, not a natural thrower of the ball.
Yeah, you don't want any of those happening, right? When you go forward. So you certainly don't want to see that. We were talking about Trevor at the beginning of the show, and our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. And by the way, dreamfindershomes.com for all your 20 different locations in Jacksonville, Florida. And it's a runaway freight train. The one aspect of Trevor Lawrence's game you'd like to see him improve in 2024, eliminate the fumbles. And we chronicled the fumbles, and that's something that, I can remember talking to Coach Coughlin about it a couple years ago, and it stood, those kind of things stood out and stand out. And I don't know, as a quarterback, Coughlin was famous for, remember Tiki Barber was fumbling all the time? And he got him to stop fumbling. So I don't know if you can do that with a quarterback or not, but I do know that Trevor's got to 21 fumbles lost is not good. 21 fumbles lost in the last 3 years is by far the most in the NFL.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Now there are a lot of positive things about Trevor Lawrence, so I'm just harping on the one negative. But I think if that one thing, if we could have a year where look, you're going to fumble. But if it's, a couple or 3, and maybe you recover 1 or 2 of them, then the other things start to take care of themselves. Obviously, he's got to stay healthy. But Trevor Lawrence, you got to remember one thing about Trevor Lawrence. When we watch him, he makes throws that in every game, he makes a throws, plural, not one, throws where you go, ooh, ooh, wow, right?
Yeah, he can wow you.
Yes. And if you go back and look at the 22 season, go back and look at how many 4th downs he converted or how many big plays he had to have to bring his football team back in game after game after game. Again, like I said after that year, if that season doesn't make you a Jag fan, nothing will. That was a once-in-a-lifetime run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The comebacks that we had that year were just incredible, right? I mean, you just don't do from 17 points down, game after game after game. It was phenomenal. I mean, you can go back and I mean, just start with, remember they hit that low point in London with the Bronco game.
Right.
And Trev got the ball back, 2 minutes to go, throws a pick like on the first or second, and that was the game, and Denver wins 20. And Denver wasn't any good. And then we're getting thumped by the Raiders the next week. He came back and beat the Raiders, right? And then the Ravens were getting beat by the Ravens. Came back, went for 2, got it, 28-27. Then they went up to Tennessee and beat the Titans. They fell back early. I don't know if it was 14-0 maybe, but they won 36-22. Then the Cowboys in the overtime. I mean, again, you just don't have these games. They took care of 2 bad teams on the road, the Jets and the Texans that year, and then the Titans game for all the marbles. And, and then, of course, the ultimate was the Charger game. And then we ended up losing to the Chiefs. When was the last time we beat the Kansas City Chiefs? Have we beaten the Chiefs versus when Mahomes has been there?
Man, what? No.
Ever?
No.
We have not beaten them one time.
No.
No chance.
I ain't saying no chance. I'm saying we've never beaten them. I think whenever
lost to them 17-9, 27-17, 40-26. When did Mahomes get drafted? Well, he hasn't been there 15 years. The last time we beat the Chiefs was in 2009. We've lost to the Chiefs 7 straight times. Son of a bee sting.
What kind of question is that?
One of the most famous ones ever, I remember. Well, we've had some just awful games against the Chiefs.
Minshew almost did it, though.
Yeah. Remember these all stand out. We lost to them. I'll never forget this game. This was the opening game of the season.
Yeah.
28-2. We lost to them.
Oh, no.
At 28-2.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. And then we lost to them. What was the game where Blake? Oh, this one. October 2018. Blake threw the picks. Remember the picks out in Kansas City off the helmet?
Yeah.
30-14. That was the beginning of the end of the 2018 team. That was a big nationally televised Jags coming off 2017. Been playing good football for the month of September. We went to Kansas City and Dallas and got our tails handed to us twice. And then how about this one? This is the Nick Foles game, right? 40-26, Kansas City.
Oof.
And then the regular season in 22 we lost. Then we lost to him in the playoffs. So he's actually lost to him 8 times in a row. We have not beaten Mahomes.
Nope.
That's painful, E.
Yeah, it hurts.
E.
It hurts.
Got to beat him one time.
We will.
Got to beat him one time. So, all right, let's do this. We got Brunch with the Tour coming up. We got a lot of stuff to cover in the world of golf. So, a lot going on, and we'll do that with Stewie Moore when we return right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Everyone's got a guilty pleasure.
It's a secret.
We hope you're listening to yours.
I am having the fun.
1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money gang. This guy here, he's no expert when it comes to investing, so I find guys that I can trust. And the reason I know I can trust him is because as I move closer to retirement, my money grows. And those are the ITP Partners, man. That's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate. Yeah, and it's not just me. 3 generations of Hickens, my friends, my family, have invested at ITP Partners. It ain't cookie cutter stuff. They sit there, they listen to you. They give you an individualized strategy. Your goal becomes their priority. Get in the game, guys. Great time to start if you're not doing it. ITP Partners are always there to help. Just go to hit Chris at ITPpartners.com, Chris at ITPpartners.com, or call 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Why does everyone seem to hesitate to buy a used car these days? Probably because the warranties stink. Well, we only offer the best cars that can pass our 160-point inspection and qualify for the Beaver Certified program with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. You mean just Chevys and Toyotas, right? Nope, all of them. Nissans? Yep. Fords? That's right. Hondas? You bet. What about all of them? And if you want to see all of them, come see us at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
How nice would it be not to worry about your AC unit for 10 years? What? Vaughn's Heating and Air, standing by their units for 10 years. Imagine not having to think about your AC unit for a decade. Vaughn's 10-year warranty covers the parts, labor, and refrigerant. Basically everything. No fictional problems that will cost thousands. This is legit. An AC unit with no repair costs. Wouldn't that be nice? So remember, if your AC unit won't turn on, just call Vaughn's. That's Vaughn's Heating and Air.
Brackish Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is the smoothest local vodka you can find. Made right here in Jacksonville, Florida, 100% from corn, Brackish Vodka is the local gluten-free choice. Brackish Vodka, for those that live life slightly salty. A proud partner of the Jaguars.
Brackish Vodka is now available to enjoy at South Kitchen and Spirits in Nocatee.
There are so many ways you can catch me, Mia O'Brien.
Helmets and Heels.
Weekdays, noon to 2.
And on 1010XL's video and social channels. All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
It's Mo Time with Mo Bryan.
On 1010XL.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Hey, Glenn here with B&B Oil. Do you have equipment that needs fuel? We can service any size event, from a small wedding with a generator in a tight spot to large construction sites with multiple pieces of large equipment. We deliver all types of fuel and lubricants. We also have fuel tanks from 200 gallons to 2,000 gallons. And we can get larger if needed. So give us a call today or find us online at bb-oil.com. bb-oil.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
And Art of Natural Stone.
On 1010XL.
Just me and Stewie Moore today. And
go.
And he, of course.
Oh, you left me out.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, boy.
I know.
Already?
Yeah.
Out of the gate?
I know.
Oh, is it about last week's picks?
Yeah,
Smotherman made the cut.
I kind of,
He made the cut. He did.
I mean, I kind of feel like you're my guy. I thought you might, stick up for me. I know he did.
He
said
he stuck up for you?
Yeah, is that not true?
What?
He was pile on?
Don't make me go pull up the clip. Don't make me go pull it up.
I mean, I'm on the West Coast. Slipped my mind.
No, sure.
It's 6:15 or 5:15 in the morning. I'm like, I get a text at when I wake up, which is 6, but it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I could have played I'm still in the show, but I said, you know what? I'll take my medicine. It'll be that much sweeter when I come back and watch Jeff spin the wheel. So I'll be fine with that. I know I get Rory this week, for example.
Are you making his picks this week, though?
No, he sent them in.
Of course he did. Yeah, of course he did.
You can't barbecue someone like
Johnny
he barbecued me,
here,
and then not make the picks.
That's fair.
And quite frankly, at least here's the one thing: I don't move the goalposts like somebody else does all the time.
Oh,
I just took my medicine.
Oh,
that's fine.
Wow.
Okay, you want to give me Smotherman and Block? I'll take Smotherman and block.
I tell you what, you are taking the high road because if this was reversed,
oh God,
he would be
every
throttling you right now. It would be a rant.
Oh my gosh, so
God.
It's fine. I know how it works, and Sports God's little Geo will help me out here, and it'll all work out. Plus, listen, I also happen to whoop them in the fantasy pool and take first place in that for the halfway through.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
So hey. Some people are winners.
But maybe Michael Block and Austin Smotherman give you Rory this week, and Rory wins, and it's all you would much rather have that.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
And then maybe I'll stay in last place, and then at the Memorial I'll take Scotty, and then maybe I'll stay in last place again, and at the U.S. Open I'll take Scotty again. Yeah. I don't know.
Look at you.
I got to figure it out. Don't worry about me. That all aside.
Yes.
Lot to talk about in the world of golf.
Yeah.
I mean, let's listen. What a horrible, sad, just heartbreaking is probably the best way to put it with the death of Grayson Murray and the suicide that his parents verified, and it just the kid obviously had such demons. I mean, here's a kid who just won. Correct me if I'm wrong. In Hawaii in January.
Won Sony.
So he wins a golf tournament, and that was his first win in a few years. He's won two. Did he win two?
He won Barbasol back when it was in Alabama.
Okay, so he wins that. He's loving parents, brothers and sisters, fiance, beautiful young lady. He can't climb out of that abyss with the mental health, and it's again. And I always listen. If we can gain anything from this, it's and one of the things I tell, especially the kids today, man, if you got any kind of struggles in life, don't be afraid.
Raise your
don't
hand.
hold it in. It's okay, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you all kinds of struggles that I've had. Most people have had. Everyone's had them. Life is hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Kicks you in the head a few times. If you have but kids don't understand that sometimes, and he's not a kid, he was 30. It's just, you wonder, it was just deep, dark despair for that young man. It's very sad that he couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, I knew him. He turned pro. I can't remember, he was 14 or so, and played our tour in Charlotte, the e-golf tour, for about a year and a half, got his first win and all that. And I vividly remember because he went to 4 different colleges, bounced around, butted heads with coaches, lost a scholarship here or there. And I was like, well, I knew all about the talent.
Right.
And the kid was super nice when he showed up. And I'm telling you, we ran that tour for 7 years with some of the best players in the world starting their way there. And I've always said Grayson Murray and Billy Horschel were the 2 best ball strikers I ever saw come through there. And it sounded like a freaking cannon going off when this guy hit a driver. And then he gets out on the web.com/Korn Ferry Tour and, ups and downs and gets in Twitter spats and all that stuff. And then, he wins Barbasol again back when it was in Alabama, and then kind of makes his way back to the Korn Ferry Tour. Then last year, wins twice, has a dominant year. He's entered rehab. He's getting some attention for, trying for alcoholism. He's found he's got engaged, fiance. He's got a great caddy. The Sony Open win was incredible. I mean, he makes about a 40-footer, I think, in a playoff there across the green. It was just like, finally, this guy has come back. And listen, anyone that's gone through rehab, alcohol addiction, like every single day is a challenge, right? And I think
it never goes away.
It never goes away.
Yeah.
And so, but so we sit here and we say, God, he just finished 10th at Quail Hollow,
right?
And he shoots 68 day one at Colonial when it's playing harder than hell,
right?
And so it wasn't a bad round of golf on Friday. It's something that boiled up. We don't know, and I just, to your point, mental health is finally getting the attention it deserves.
Yes,
especially. And I'm not trying to make it male versus female, but I feel like grown men, especially athletes, have had to hold this in for so long,
right?
And I think your point of just raise your hand, say, hey, man, I need some help. I need someone to talk to. And it's a damn shame that he's gone.
Now, the commissioner talked to the family. The family wanted to continue the tournament.
They did.
Would they have actually paused the tournament?
Yeah. We were looking at options to pause it, possibly finish Monday, and just kind of have a day for reflection. Reset, to let the world kind of mourn, and but they didn't want that. They said he wouldn't have wanted that, and
right. I understand that, and I think however you listen, everybody handles.
There's
these
no
things.
playbook for that.
No playbook.
You don't see. I mean, we were talking earlier. Listen, he was 38th in the FedEx Cup. This is a guy marching towards Atlanta and the Tour champ, having the best year of his career.
Right.
So I'm going to say an athlete in his prime, taking his own life at that age doesn't. We've seen some stuff. CTE, post-retirement, NFL. I mean, you are 30 in the prime of your career.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
And it's just,
ever.
God, what a shame.
It is. And again, hopefully, I don't know what good can come of it, but if something good can come of it, maybe that will spur someone to raise their hand, spur someone to make a phone call, spur someone to get help when they're thinking that would at least be something. But Davis Riley, to his credit, Scotty was lurking.
Yeah, Scotty was lurking.
He was lurking.
Yeah. And listen, kudos to the renovation on Colonial was not easy for the guys. The golf course was firm and fast. It was windy. And I think we all went into Sunday thinking, Davis has got a nice lead, but here comes Scotty Scheffler, probably staying in his own bed that week, down the road in Fort Worth. And Davis just kept his foot on the gas. And, this is a kid that, had the team win with Nick Hardy at Zurich a few years ago. But when Davis Riley came out, he was a top player at Alabama, which is a top program. And so I think a lot of expectations. And I remember talking to his agent right when he turned pro and he had a couple exemptions in the Korn Ferry Tour. He's like, this is – and you're coming off the heels of Justin Thomas and a few other Alabama guys coming out. And he said this kid could be a world beater.
Wow.
Once he refines his skill a little bit. And I think – I'm not saying, he's going to go win the U.S. Open this year, but anyone that's followed golf closely and has followed Davis Riley's career knows that he is – probably going to win a number more tournaments.
Is this his first?
Second.
First
individual. First.
Oh, he won the team one?
The Zurich won.
Who did he win with?
Nick Hardy.
Okay.
Another college world beater. Yeah.
Jeez.
I know. Got to pay attention to some of these names.
Well,
we go pretty deep sometimes, but.
And that's the beauty of the PGA Tour, and there's opportunities out there, and it was nice to see. I've never gone from, well, that's not true, but every now and then there's an athlete that for whatever reason, and it's stupid reasons usually, but you see them and they might rub you the wrong way or you're just not a fan of. And then I
love this game, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Do you?
I love to judge an athlete book by the cover.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's what we do, though, right? I mean, and then I became a fan of his, and now I kind of like him, and that is Keegan Bradley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Keegan. I think one of the reasons why I didn't like him is because that cockamamie way he looked at the putt, and it annoyed me.
Well, the pre-shot routine's a little annoying, too, and he kind of marches up and marches back.
So he just, Yeah. But then I watched I saw how much the Ryder Cup meant to him, and I felt like he got screwed.
Yeah.
And he was there with his wife and his kids.
Yeah.
I saw how important it was to him, and I was like, man, that ain't right.
Right.
He got dogged.
He's Keegan Bradley, played, kind of toiled on the mini tours, on the Hooters tour back in the day for a little bit. And then, when he won the PGA, I think it was 2011, Atlanta Athletic. That was just out of left field.
Right.
And I think he's really, he's kind of hit the skids a little bit. He's always been on tour. He's never bounced down to Korn Ferry or anything like that. But he's just been a really consistent player. He's one of those guys, I think, when he's done or when he hits 50 and moves to the Champions Tour, we're going to look back. He'll probably have a major by then, I would guess.
That'd be nice.
Possibly. And think about the money in the top 10s and be like, wow, that guy had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
For a kid who grew up skiing in Vermont.
Well, that's the thing. You're Northeast kid.
Went to St. John's.
Right.
How much St. John's golf do you watch? We think of that as a basketball school.
Right.
And the thing you probably hate about him is he's a Boston sports fan.
That's a good
Celtic
point, too.
guy.
I don't like that either.
You can't like that. But no, he grows on you. Super good guy, like when you meet him, too. I think it's just the intricacies on the golf course and the quirkiness and it was interesting. The one thing I remember, I've always thought about this. He said one time when he tries to get relaxed over a tense shot, he relaxes his facial muscles.
Yeah.
Think about if you think about that, like it's hard to be tense if your face is completely relaxed. And that, well, I wish everyone could see the face I just saw from Hicken, but
you can on YouTube.
Well, there you go, perfect.
Yeah. But that's a good point. So, are we headed into the best time of the year for the tour?
The next 3 weeks are going to be really good. Next 4, oh my God, Travelers. Every week.
That's what I mean. We're in a pretty good little run here now, right?
We're in a good little run. I think the RBC Canadian Open. You think about last year's finish with Nick Taylor making the 63-footer to be
Canadian guy.
That was the finish of the year on the PGA Tour.
Yes.
And I think, listen, their date is a little flipped this year. So next week we have Memorial.
Right.
Signature event, which goes the week before the U.S. Open, which returns to Pinehurst. 25 years since it was played there when Payne Stewart passed away. Now it's been played there a few times in between, but 25 years since the tragic accident, we lost Payne. But no, it's a great stretch. You go to Travelers, another signature event. So I think it's exciting. I love to watch the Canadian Open. We're going to be there in Montreal for the President's Cup this fall. And some of the most rabid fans on earth. They
Is the Canadian Open at the same course every year, or does it move around?
Moves around.
So it's at a different course this year?
Yep, moves around. It's generally kind of in the greater Toronto area. It was at Royal Montreal in 2014, but it's it's been Glen Abbey. It's been in Hamilton, St. George, Oakdale. So it's which I think is kind of fun. You know,
because it gives all the fans in different parts of Canada. It's a pretty big country, so it's nice to move it around. So you have that, which is a big deal, and. Has Rory played well there? Is that what sticks him up?
A couple years ago. Yeah,
but it's different courses, though.
Yeah, Well, this is the one that he won on a couple years ago.
This is the one he won on. That's why he's an overwhelming favorite in Vegas.
No, wait, hang on. No, he won.
Okay.
He won at Hamilton. Wait, Hamilton is this year.
Yes.
See, I gotta get my. See, I'm confusing myself here.
Don't do that.
Sorry. Hamilton he won at St. George's.
Right.
This year is Hamilton. So.
Okay.
Hamilton was the year before. Hamilton was 19. He won there as well. So he won 19 and 22, but the last time he won was St. George's. And then you remember, we didn't play there in 20 and 21 because of COVID.
Right.
Because of all the vaccination, getting into the country and all that stuff. So
we just said, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not
Rory is definitely, if you have the first pick, Rory is the pick this week.
Well, anyway, it's Canadian Open this week. Then it's the Jacks tournament, which is a great tournament. And that's a signature event.
That is signature. And then
we got the U.S. Open.
U.S. Open at Pinehurst, which is, the
at Pinehurst.
Proverbial home of golf is the USGA.
I've played Pinehurst number 2, Stuart.
Got some tips for the guys?
Well, let's just say I've probably made my longest putt in the history of Dan golf at Pinehurst number 2. It was about a 65-footer.
Whoa, which hole?
That's a great question. I probably should have wrote it down, but I didn't.
I tell you what, there's going to be a lot
the Pinehurst is fun because, and this is what they tell you, if you're not very good around the greens, putt.
Right.
Putt everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because the greens are the crown, they're up.
Yep.
And so if you're not a good chipper,
you
might want to putt.
That tends to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be
Not easy.
A lot of Texas wedge putting in a few weeks.
Yes. All right. So with all that said, again, we start with we end with the start, which was the disaster that was. E, can you update us now on the runaway freight train that is Emmanuel Thalorand in the picks?
Absolutely, I can. In last place right now currently is the media mogul. He took a Smotherman and block last week. Got him a grand total.
I love the block.
That's hard to forgive. That's a hard one. That's a hard one.
Michael Block ain't even made the cut.
Michael Block.
He got a grand total of $19,000, which brings your total
All right.
to $13,900.
All right, $19,000.
There you go.
Second place was the Jeff Prosser, who took Scotty Scheffler and Tom Kim. He garnered a total of $880,000 last week, and his total is $14.3 million.
I'm only $400,000 behind him. That's fine.
The tour took Colin Morikawa and Harris English, that is.
Morikawa had a good one.
Yeah. He got him a total of $445,000.
All right, we'll take it.
His total is $14.5.
Okay.
And then your boy is still sitting pretty at the top. I took Spieth and Finau. They got me about 159 bands last week. They didn't do too much, but I'm still sitting at 18.1.
Woo!
Stop playing.
Got a little lead. So I get the first pick.
Yeah, we know who this is going to
be. Now,
be.
you have Jeff's picks. Is that correct?
I have Jeff's picks.
All right. So I get the first pick. I'm going to go Rory. He's, Vegas-wise, he's heavy favorite. I don't know if it's a competition or whatever, but anyway, I'll take Rory, and we'll see how that goes. And hopefully, again, this is not a signature event, though.
This is not.
I'll scratch Rory off of Jeff's list.
Yeah, you can scratch him. And now Jeff goes. If I were picking for Jeff, I would respond with Ben Silverman.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you're not picking for Jeff.
Yeah.
And he went with Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's me?
That takes us to our friend Stuart Moore.
Man, I tell you what, give me my boy Sahith Theegala.
Oh, okay.
Love this guy.
Yeah, he's
got the swagger, man.
He's due.
Dad's out there with the Gala T-shirt. The whole family's cheering him on.
He's due to win one.
He's already won.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won Fortinet.
This year?
Last fall.
Yeah, he's due to win another one.
No, there you go. Perfect.
He's in contention a lot. That brings us to the first place, man. The freight train that is Emmanuel Thalorand will now have 2 picks.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So earlier we referenced the movie Bad Boys with Mike Lowry.
Yes.
And then earlier today we had your guy on, Mark Lowry.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to just take
his cousin,
Shane Lowry.
Cousin Shane.
Yes. Although Mike and Mark Lowrys, who are related, 2 of the Bad Boys, both with an E in their last name, Shane Noe.
No.
You don't know no cousins that spell their names different? I know plenty of them.
Pookie does. Pookie with an I.
There's a Pookie with an I and a Pookie with a Y.
Yeah. Who do you got? And then you get another pick for
Yeah, I'm going to go with my dog, Sam Burns.
Sam Burns eats worms. All right, well, that brings us back around to our friend Stuart Moore. He's bald. He's beautiful.
I call it shaved.
He's shaved.
Yeah.
Got a nice glisten about it today.
Well, it's also got a nice Band-Aid on it, too. From when,
what happened?
Sometimes you get a little aggressive shaving in the shower. I walked out, and it was like freaking Friday the 13th.
Oh, we got a gusher.
Yeah, very nice.
Gusher.
That's when I have to scream for the wife. I'm like, Band-Aid. Meatloaf. I tell you what, this guy, man, like his agent, I shouldn't even say this, reached out to us talking about trying to get him out and a little more into social media, a little more media attention. Why? Because he is due to have a big year, a big win coming up, and I'm ready for it. Let's give me Cameron Young.
Forever Young.
Give me Cameron Young, just a ball-striking
Another
machine.
guy who's time.
Yeah.
He's the one who pauses at the top, right?
Yep, he's got a little pause and then absolutely thumps. I mean, the guy's only 27. I mean,
it's not a Charles Barkley pause.
Give him a few years.
No.
Okay.
Not a Chuck pause.
All right, bet.
That takes us to Jeff Prosser again.
Okay, let's see. Let me get back to his handy-dandy list here.
Go down the list and see.
Okay,
left.
yeah.
By the way, hopefully you're reading it correctly. Remember that one, that controversy?
Hey, it says in order.
Remember the controversy? Oh, you didn't read them right.
Oh, that's right.
In order.
Always something.
Nick Taylor.
Nick Taylor, the defending champion. All right, well, that leaves me with a guy who's done well for me, so I'll stick with him, Snorin Norin.
Oh, yeah. Alex Norin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another guy who's due.
Did you call him Snorin Norin?
Yeah,
like
rhymes.
That.
I don't
like
know.
that.
I had no idea anything about him. I couldn't pick him out, but I know that whenever I pick him, he tends to perform well.
We should ask Mrs. Norin how the snoring's going.
We should ask Mrs. Norin. That would be a nice little feature perhaps you could do. Is there anything else you'd like to add us in the golf world as we make our way into the summer months and a great time?
Great week, too. On the women's side, you listen, U.S. Women's Open, Nelly Korda, absolutely dominant. Lancaster Country Club in Pennsylvania, awesome venue for them. So kudos to a great week for our sport. And coming off a tough week, I would just say, listen, if you're having a bad day, you just call anyone. If you're having some bad thoughts and need to talk to someone, please call the PGA Tour and ask to speak with Stuart Moore. If there's anyone, raise your hand, like Dan said. Everyone needs help at some point, and Grayson Murray is definitely going to be missed, and rest in peace, young man. I hope his friends and his family and everyone at the PGA Tour that cared about the kid can have a good week reflecting on the good days.
All right. Well, it's good to see you, my friend Stuart Moore. Brunch with the Tour, emphasis on the brunch, and we'll be back with more next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
What's the deal with the show?
Around town, around the world. Take 1010XL with you wherever you go.
Everyone can hear.
Download our free app for Apple and Android devices. Search 1010XL where you get your apps.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and summer is here on the First Coast. You know, long days, short sleeves, lazy summer afternoons, and soaring temperatures that can do a number on your AC. But do what I did and plan ahead with an expert AC tune-up from Fenwick Home Services to avoid those costly summer breakdowns. If you've heard me say it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. Hope is not a plan. That's why Fenwick Home Services has you covered 24/7 with same-day service, including maintenance plans, free same-day estimates, and guaranteed repairs. Book online at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option, and they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain, prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing will last 2 to 3 times longer than a shingle roof? If you want a better roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Schedule your free estimate today at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
Cooking with Prisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rollies.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
All right, get those boats ready. The Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin is coming soon to St. Augustine. It's June 8th. Just go to oldschoolkingfish.com. You can find out more. The grand prize is a Yellowfin bay boat. And with limited boundaries, no bait buying, and no checkout, it is seriously old school. That's why it's the Old School Kingfish Shootout. Here's how you do it. You go online, you sign up, and you become part of what is going to a terrific event. It's the Old School Kingfish Shootout. Go to oldschoolkingfish.com.
Spring is here, and along with it comes the best golfing days of the year. Come out to Hidden Hills and test out our Arnold Palmer signature masterpiece and enjoy the popular Hills Grill after your round. Book your tee time today, hiddenhillsgc.com.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision, and equal opportunity employer.
Mike Dempsey here with someone who made a huge impact in my life. Paige, the owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
When I started Awaken 180 Weight Loss, it was from my own personal experience, my own personal journey, because for me, losing weight was so impactful. Wearing different clothes was great, and seeing a different number on the scale was great, but that wasn't really the real impact, and that isn't what excites me, that isn't what I'm passionate about. Seeing the change in the rest of my life is what is so rewarding, and hearing the stories from people who have lost 40 pounds, 80 pounds with us, and seeing how that has impacted their lives and their journeys and helped them increase their confidence, help them start their own businesses, help bring their families together and deepen their relationships. That's what it's all about.
Thanks, Paige. Lifetime results thanks to free support for life. Schedule your Awaken 180 at-home consultation at awaken180weightloss.com.
Your home value is way up, and you can use that money right now. Pay off credit cards, remodel your house, both, whatever you want. Prosser here for Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can convert that home equity into cash in as little as 2 weeks with no cost to you and zero hassle. Mike and Joan in Ponte Vedra called Loan Pronto. They did a Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi. They got a check for $100,000, used $50 to pay off all their credit cards and a car loan, and used the other $50 to upgrade their master bath and kitchen. They locked in new APR in the 2s and lowered their total monthly bills by hundreds of dollars. Hello? What are you waiting on? Call Loan Pronto now. Convert your home value into cash and put that money to good use. Do it now, and you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
Hey, couldn't be any happier than to be with the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. That's how they will treat you when you visit their beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what we're talking about. There's no pressure there. Just friendly help, smiles all around. And it doesn't matter what you're in the market for, a car, a truck, an SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it. George Moore Chevrolet has it. You know me, I got my boy Blue. Oh, I love my Silverado. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry about it. MooreChevy.com is your answer. So easy to navigate. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts, never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Bianna's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. E.
Dan.
There's a song that says, "You are not alone."
I am here with you.
And that's what we would sing to the Jacksonville Jaguars when they look at Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
14 other teams haven't beaten Patrick Mahomes either. You are not alone.
Yeah.
We are here with you.
I am here with you, but all right.
Just because you can't beat them.
Oh.
This is how we should treat him. Beat his damn ass.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
It's 8:52.
It is. Two cuss words deep on that one.
Right. Double whammy.
The Broncos beat them. They're 1-12 against Mahomes. The Raiders have beaten them. They're 2-10 against Mahomes. The Chargers have beaten them. They're 2-8 against Mahomes. Gee whiz. When is this? Mahomes is 4-0 against the Jags. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He doesn't lose often. He's a franchise. He's the best in the game. That's what we bring from the drill today. You're up against it when you're playing Patrick Mahomes. Holy cow. What did we say he was, like 15-3 in the playoffs?
Yeah, that boy raw, man.
As a starting quarterback in the National Football League, these are his records each year. He started one game in 17. They won that game, by the way. He's 12-4, 11-3, 14-1, 12-5, 14-3, and 10-6. 3 Super Bowl championships, 14 comebacks, 16 game-winning drives, 74-22.
Dog got 3 Super Bowl championships.
It's Patrick Mahomes. If his career ended tomorrow,
First ballot
Hall of Famer, right?
He has 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, no question. He's thrown for 5,000 yards twice. He's thrown for 5,000, 4,000, 47, 48, 52, and 41. Threw 50 touchdowns in 2018, then 26th, then 38th, then 37, then 41. Last year, just 27. But it wasn't that Patrick Mahomes was dipping. It was that all he had was Kelsey. What did he have last year? Right? So, I mean, anyway, we don't have to bog down on Patrick Mahomes. Here's a news flash. The dude is fantastic, and he beats everybody. He beats them when they count. I mean, he beat Buffalo in 13 seconds, or tied them, I should say. 12-1 against the Broncos. A lot of blowouts. They lost in Week 8 of 2023. The Broncos beat the Chiefs behind a stellar 3-touchdown performance from Russell Wilson. But pretty good stuff, man. Is that a Bronco?
That's Patrick Mahomes' laugh.
Was that Kermit the Frog?
That was Pat.
That was him? Give me that again.
Fried chicken. It's unique, and so maybe I'll get like a deal from that, having that unique voice.
Oof. Oof. Somebody said on the text line, imagine if Trevor did that for Jacksonville.
Oh, man. We wouldn't know how that. Oof.
Huh?
City wouldn't know how to act, man.
Yeah, we wouldn't know how to act.
We would not know how to act.
We wouldn't know how to act. Dare to dream. That's all I can tell you. Dare to dream. I don't know how else to even look at that. I can't even, we're the opposite of that, you know?
You know, like, where you dream and then, you can't even dream about something even existing because you don't even know how to dream like that.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
I mean, let me remind you, this is year 30 of the franchise coming up, right? Year 30. And 4 of our first 5 years, we had a winning record.
Oh, we was raw.
4 of the first 5 years, we had a winning record. Since that time, we've had 6 winning records. In the last 25 years or 24 years, 6 winning records. That's it. That's no bueno. Remember, we went 4-12 our first year. Then we went 9-7 and had the run to the AFC title game. Then we went 11-5, 11-5, and 14-2. Then we took a step back, and we stayed back. Yeah, we had a nice 12-4 in 05. We had a nice 11-5 in 07. Then we had from 08 to 16, it was the darkest of times. Okay? 5-11, 7-9, 8-8, 5-11, 2-14, 4-12, 3-13, 5-11, 3-13. I mean, we won 22 games in 6 years. That's less than 4 a year, E. Then in 17, we had a magical year, 10-6. And then we went back into the abyss for 4 more years. And then finally, the last 2 years, 9-8, 9-8. Got to stay on the right side of the tracks, man. Got to stay on the winning side of the tracks. I think in talking to most fans across the region in this offseason, do you feel like Jag fan is – how would you phrase them when they talk about 2024? Are they optimistic, cautiously optimistic, pessimistic, or somewhere in the middle?
Cautiously optimistic. Well, that's the same thing as somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah, I mean, cautiously optimistic is a little bit better because, cautiously optimistic, if everything – are the Jaguars a Super Bowl team? Most people would say no. But if you sat there and said, there's really only – every year, one of the things about the NFL that they love is that there's parity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every year when you look, there's really only a handful of teams that have no shot at winning the Super Bowl. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm talking 5 is what I would say. You know? It's just not that many. And so you can go through that. And the Jags are not one of those teams.
No,
In other words, if everything went right, could the Jags win?
Yeah.
Sure they could. Sure they could. They're not – the New England Patriots are not winning the Super Bowl this year. They're not. Right?
Agreed.
So, and you go down to the bottom feeders. The Jags are in the middle when look at the power polls and stuff. The Washington Commanders are not winning the Super Bowl. The Giants aren't winning the Super Bowl. The Cardinals aren't winning the Super Bowl. The Broncos aren't winning. That's about Carolina. That's about it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
There's not many. You draw the line somewhere. There's 5-6 teams. Just a handful. Everybody else, if everything went right, if Trevor Lawrence took off this year and ETN had a 1,500-yard year and Brian Thomas Jr. turned out to be Randy Moss and Eric Armstead allowed Walker and Allen to do what they did last year and the third-round pick from FSU, Jarian Jones, was special. Yeah, it could all fall that way. There's a lot, and Mitch Moore stayed healthy. I mean, again, a lot of ifs and buts, and if those are candy and nuts, every day be Christmas. But you see what I'm talking about. So, but I think generally speaking, when we talk Jaguars and we talk to the fans, I think they're kind of, in the middle. Like, cautiously optimistic. Some are pessimistic. Some are very optimistic. But generally speaking, they're excited, and they want to see Trevor Lawrence become that guy. Right? Can he become that guy? Anyway, just kicking it around a little bit here. We got more coming up. What do we got? We got Sharks head coach?
Yeah.
So they didn't have a game this weekend.
It was on a bye.
So they're back at it. Are they home this week, E?
They are home this week.
Are you on the schedule?
I'm on the schedule.
All right. We'll talk about that and more coming up right here on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Get in. He's 1010XL Sports Spy. He's Hayes. Matt Hayes.
007.
Weekdays 2 to 4.
Well, it seems you've become useful again.
On 1010XL.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm telling you guys about Matt Hinson, man, and the Hinson Law Firm. This guy will work for you. This guy cares. This guy's the attorney. I'm not. And here's what you want. Have you done your last will? The answer is probably no. Well, besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen, going to help you with some tough decisions, going to provide you info needed so you are at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, you got to reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 904-527-1700. That's 527-1700. Offices in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Incella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has some state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing, because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. As the Jaguars upper brass and quarterback Trevor Lawrence's representatives meet concerning Trevor's extension, Pro Football Focus, the analytics company, says the Jag QB should be paid like a top 15 NFL quarterback. Trevor checks in at number 12, ahead of Detroit's Jared Goff and the Atlanta Falcons' Kirk Cousins, each of whom are making at least $50 million next season. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp took the series over the Gwinnett Stripers 4-2. Jacksonville begins a 6-game series with the Durham Bulls this evening from 1-1 Financial Ballpark. Game time is 7:05. Sporting Club Jacksonville, the soccer club, has lined up its broadcast plans for the pending kickoff. It includes an agreement with 1010XL AM for a weekly Monday evening soccer hour-long show covering club initiatives and league news. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:07 and it's 77 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Let's ring up another guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line.
Oh, yeah. Game time. It's time. If not now, when? Sharks time back home. Jason Gibson, the coach, joining us now. All Pro Roofing Hotline. Coach, how are we?
What's going on, fellas?
We're doing good. We're flying solo today. Big games coming up. You got, 3 of the next 4 at home. So we're going to make a move. We got to make a move now, right?
Yeah, we got to make a move. There's no, backs against the wall, but
yeah.
It's a monster game against Arizona. Obviously it's an old AFL rival, so it'll be a packed house, it'll be a great game. We made a ton of changes over the bye week. Made a lot of changes over the bye week and start getting this thing going in the right direction.
So tell us a little bit about how the bye week, how it works and what you take some time, you look at your personnel and
yeah.
This is an ongoing look. It's a process in arena ball. I mean, if guys aren't performing, unfortunately, you got to move on, and obviously you're not happy with where you guys are. So tell us how that process works for you, though, as the head coach.
Well, basically, you look at it's hard decisions. It's decisions that are hard to make at all times, for everybody. But from a personnel standpoint, sometimes what you have to understand is it's not always about athletic ability.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's the total package. It's
right.
Discipline on and off the field.
Right.
It's the little things. And what happens is those little things become big things, and they become holding penalties. They become missed blocks, or they become unsportsmanlike things and stuff like that. And so when you start weeding that thing out a little bit, you start bringing in different guys and guys that can do what you ask them to do. So a little bit of a cultural change, a little bit going into this week. And every team in the league's doing the same thing. I'm not doing anything different. Even the teams that are in first place, they rotated 4, 5, 6 guys a week. And so you have to keep bringing guys in every week to compete. Not sure if I did that the first 4, 5, 6 weeks because I felt like I had the guys that we really liked.
Right.
And you kind of want to stick with them and give them an opportunity. But, when you get back to it, we brought in about 6, 7 new players this week. I've got 4 or 5 lined up for next week, and you'll just keep iron sharpens iron until we get the right personnel that can represent what the Sharks are.
Jacksonville Sharks at home this weekend. Before I have you give out the number, what if I could tell you? Okay, I guarantee you, Jason Gibson, this one area will be fixed or cleaned up. What one area? If I could give you one thing for this football team, is there one thing more than anything else that is standing out that is keeping you awake at night?
Execution on offense. You'll see a difference.
Okay, all right.
You'll see a difference this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the major issue, and we've just not been executing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's little stuff, I'm not going to get into it because I'm not trying to call anybody out.
Sure.
And here's the deal too. It's me too now.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit there and point blame, not take blame, but as we get through this process and get there, it's just you look at so many games, you're right there, and all of a sudden at the end the wheels fall off for whatever reason.
Right.
And that's the thing that we're solving. We got to get back to playing solid defense, limiting the possessions. We got to run the football in this league. That's really probably the biggest adjustment from this league from a standpoint. You got to run the ball. I mean, you look at Bay Area, who's in first place. They threw the ball 6 times last game.
Really?
6. And in incidents, and only Frisco leads the league in rushing, and they got a good record. They threw the ball 10.
Let me call a timeout on that. Explain that to me. Like, how does that? Like, what is that? Is a huge change in your league. So tell me.
It's a huge change.
Yeah, tell me
and
about,
I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, and why has that become a like? Why are we running the? Why do teams have to run the ball now?
You have to run the ball because it's outdoor football.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the IFL, and it's a great league, a great competition. It's obviously really good coaches, but it's outdoor football, so you can drop everybody in the coverage. You can drop all 8 guys in the coverage if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And when you take a football field that's a third of an NFL field, but you have the same amount of DBs on the field, there's not a lot of places to throw the ball. So you have to be able to be efficient and keep drives alive and move the ball. And don't get me wrong, you can still hit the deep ball and things like that, but it's just a little more difficult. I look at another team in the league last week that was, they threw the ball 40 times and lost. And so as I took the bye week, you talk about personnel, I took the bye week and I said, okay, let's start doing some analytics on all these things. And you look at what people are doing, what they're not doing, and how they're winning. And teams that are winning are running it more than they're throwing it.
Wow. That's incredible.
And you'll see that this week for us. I mean, I think we have to. There's adapt or die. And so you gotta, you got to do that, and we're focusing on that this week, and we're focusing on minimizing our mistakes and being sound. I think that's the thing that for the first 4 or 5 weeks the mistakes that would dig us into a hole. And we were getting defensive stops. We're scoring on offense, and then we turn around and we put ourselves in a 3rd and 23, or we get a pass interference call on 4th down.
Right.
And it would keep drives alive, and those little things just add up. So, but we're getting there. We're at an 8-game season for us. I'm not to sit there and talk about if we do this, or we just need to win Saturday. We need to win Saturday, but we need to play good. We need to play good football Saturday against a good team, and it's a rival. Again, tickets, I think, 904-621-0700, and it's a big night for us, especially from a crowd standpoint, from a team standpoint, playing the Rattlers.
Well, listen, best of luck, and we'll be watching, and go get yourself a W. And you gotta when you gotta get back up, you gotta crawl before you can walk, and then you can walk, and then you can run, and then, like you said, this thing can still turn around. But good luck to you. We appreciate it.
Deal, man. Thanks, guys.
There he goes, Coach Gibson of the Sharks. Listen, that's interesting. I don't know if that's. I wonder if, and I didn't want to ask him today. He's in the middle of trying to figure this thing out. But long run of the league. The thing about Arena League is upbeat, fast, moving. I mean, we got a team throwing it 6 times in a game.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely a different league, and it's noticeable. Also, something I noticed is just a lot of motion, a lot of moving parts, which I guess makes the run game more attractive.
Yeah.
Multiple guys are in motion at once, and all the different angles that they take. So it's definitely interesting, and it's definitely a learning experience for our Sharks.
All right, Googans, I want to give you a heads up. The Walk-Off Charities, that's Frank's organization that does such a great job here in the area, giving underprivileged kids a chance to play baseball. They have so many good things. They have clinics. They have all kinds of things. They sponsor teams. They can hand out gloves and balls and bats. I mean, it's just a tremendous group. They do a great job. Well, they got their golf tournament coming up, okay? And he's got his on Friday. This one's coming up in a few weeks. But they have some incredible auction items. So all you have to do is go to Walk-Off Charities and go look at the auction items. But I was looking at some of the stuff. I mean, you can play golf with Tom Coughlin. Imagine that. Or Scobes. Sport or Blake Bortles. I mean, tickets to Jags games, sports memorabilia like you've never seen. I mean, some terrific stuff.
Man, they got some stuff for real.
I'm just telling you, they got, autographed Michael Jordan basketball.
Right.
I'm guessing that's Jordan, not Michael B. I'm guessing that's
no, not Michael B.
The Michael Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey.
Yeah. An autographed basketball from Michael Jordan. Autographed Trevor Lawrence jersey. I mean, I can go down the line here. Josh Allen jersey. One from Jacksonville, one from Buffalo. Ooh, the Josh Allen jersey from Jacksonville is losing to the Buffalo one. We got to change that. Tony Baselli. Fred Taylor. Trevor Lawrence mini helmet. Christian Kirk mini golf with David Garrard. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on. Tim Tebow jersey. Joe Namath picture. Mark Brunell game jersey autographed. I mean, I'm telling you, if you like sports memorabilia or if you like golf, gee whiz, they got everything. So anyway, it's just walk-off charities. The tournament's coming up, but you might want to check it out. They got it. I'm telling you, it is a New Kids on the Block concert, Creed concert. I'm just autographed Billy Donovan national champion Gators, MJD jersey. So I keep going. I'm sorry. I'm and they got some really nice deals on these things too.
The way you reading over there, it sound like you want to bid on something over there, boy.
Man,
boy, about to bid on that Jordan basketball.
Danny Murphy signed bat. It's my guy. Yeah, they got pictures of like classic golf photos, Father's Day gifts. I mean, it's good stuff. Foursomes at all bunch of local clubs. Golf club in Southampton, Eagle Harbor, Deer Creek, Stillwater, autographed 61 Yankees infield. Whew. Yeah, they got some nice stuff. Anyway, check them out, Walk-Off Charities. Joe Hughes on the hotline.
That All-Pro Roofer hotline.
Thank you. Morning, Joseph.
Top of the morning, Daniel and E.T. Sounds like a good cause. I can donate one of my game-worn men's over 30 flag football Creek
Thank you.
jersey.
Thank you very much.
High item right there.
Or golf with Joe. How about this? Golf with Joe U.
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah.
I would
You'll
be
donate
up for that.
Yeah.
Headed to golf now, as a matter of fact, to the beaches of Myrtle. I give hope for the Jaguars. I bring greetings, salutations, and good news for the Jaguars. Because I happen to grow up and live in a city that had two of the worst franchises. Not two of the worst. We had the two worst professional franchises, the Jazz and the Saints.
Right.
And it took us 40 years to win a Super Bowl. So the Jags,
We got 10 more years.
Yeah, there you go. It won't get to 40, I would say. Jags are on the right track. It takes time. But I think you guys got spoiled. And trust me, we was mad than a mug in New Orleans watching y'all in the second year be exciting and get to the AFC Championship. And we still ain't won a playoff game yet. Like 97, 90, what was that, 97, 98, 99?
96, 97, 98, 99, we were rocking and rolling, buddy.
And we had been in the league 30 years, still hadn't done jack.
Yeah.
Now we have something I would aspire to be like as a golfer, I aspire to someone to say I'm sandbagging.
Yeah.
And I would actually play well enough that they don't think this handicap is how it is.
Mm-hmm.
As a Saints fan, we have bandwagon fans. It's like, what? That's what you aspire to be, a team that has fans that, jumping on the bandwagon. And the Jags are there. You got the right quarterback. Time is coming, Jaguars fans.
And I like that perspective. It's like this. Like, take a look at what team has been to the most Super Bowls of any team? You guys probably know this. Who would it be?
Steelers.
No. Most appearances. Not wins, but most appearances. New England.
Patriots.
New England.
Oh, yeah.
11 times, right? But go ahead, Joe. You mark this down. For the next 10 years. Let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know when New England gets back to a Super Bowl. Okay, I'm just saying.
The magic is gone. Yeah.
They hit on one with Tom Brady, obviously. Pittsburgh Steelers 8 times, Cowboys 8 times, Broncos 8 times, Niners 8 times. Chiefs, who did nothing forever, now are 6 appearances. So it just takes that. If you get that one good run and get to 3 or 4 Super Bowls, and again, easier said than done. Obviously, we've watched 29 years of Jaguars football, and we've been to what? The 96 AFC Championship game, right? The 99 AFC Championship game, 2017 AFC Championship game. That's it. So
Yeah, that's
it's
still
not,
more championships to the Saints.
Yeah, but the Saints
and should have won that one against the Patriots, man. I mean, Miles Jack was, but they blew it, man. The offensive play calling
there's no doubt,
so predictable.
No doubt. The
And
Saints, the Cardinals, the Titans, the Chargers, and the Jets, all just one time, by the way. And we know the four teams that haven't been. And by the way, Carolina's been to 2. Atlanta's been to 2. The Ravens have only been to 2. The Bears have been to 2, and the Bucks have been to 2. So it's not like yeah.
Go ahead. I was going to ask you this because I know you guys are up against it.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is having a town emergency. Would they? If it was us here in Jacksonville, would you trade it all for the? You think the average Dallas fan would trade it all for the Cowboys actually winning the Super Bowl as opposed to their hockey and basketball teams winning championships?
And basall won a World Series last year.
And baseball, yeah. And would you trade all 3 of those for your football team?
I talked about that with last week. I think because here you are, right? The Dallas Stars are 2 wins away from a Stanley Cup. Mavs are about to go to the finals. Texas won it all last year. I think most Dallas fans would trade it all for the Cowboys to be a Super Bowl. 100%.
Exactly.
I do believe that, and they're having fun and it's great, but
it ain't football.
It ain't football.
Hey, last thing before I get
sir.
out of here, I was out of town, but R.I.P. Dave Lamb, man, he was a legend here.
Yes.
His son Alex, real cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, rest in peace, Lamb Chops.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you, Joe. That happened after we left here Friday, and we were just talking about David.
We was literally just talking about
him. And man, those David Lamb and a lot of people told stories. We talked about Bill Walton a lot today. David Lamb was a character, man. He was a character, but there was also a wonderful, caring side with his Santa Lamb charity. So, and listen, like I said on Twitter, I call myself the media mogul. He was the media mogul, the original, the OG media mogul, because he did TV. He did the paper, and he did radio, right? He was the lead columnist for the Times-Union. He transferred into television, had a television show, Lamb at Large, with his evil twin brother, Blabbermouth Lamb, if you haven't seen that. And then obviously radio, a long career with Joe Cowart doing that show over on 930. So, listen, what a wonderful career, what a wonderful life. But he will be missed. And, he had 2 sons and grandchildren that he loved. And it's sad anytime we lose somebody. But David Lamb gone at the age of 78 on Friday. And one of the originals in sports talk radio. And, our success here is partly because of David Lamb and Jay Solomon, right? And Greg Larson and Frank to a point, who's obviously a big part of it here with us. So all those guys were the originals, and me and Prost just jumped on the train to have some fun and have enjoyed our run. But, yeah, that was sad. That was sad to hear that.
It was wild because we were literally talking about him in the morning.
And one of the things I like about one of the things that I enjoyed seeing, and we saw last time I saw David was at Florida, Georgia, not at the game, but here because we had a ticket thing, and me and Lamb was like 2 dinosaurs trying to figure out how to transfer these tickets.
Yeah.
So I had to go get Molly to help us. It was like two idiots. Like we couldn't fit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What do you do? Can't you just hand me the tickets? No, I can't hand you the tickets, David. I don't think, which I couldn't. Anyway, that was the last time I saw him, but he was, he's a big part of 1010 and the success, and obviously laid a lot of foundation of Jacksonville Sports Talk Radio. So he will certainly be missed. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll keep it rolling right here on The Drill.
You're in the pole position with 1010XL.
Green flag. Sunday at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From the station with the most horsepower, 1010XL. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Who's ready for them one-hitter quitters? You know, them knockout blows. Your boy E to the T is, and with UFC 302 this weekend, it's not about betting on winners. It's about betting on yourself, my boy, at MyBookie. Bet on any fight, anytime, from anywhere with MyBookie. Boosted bets and exclusive money back props give you everything you need to cash in on your fight knowledge. And the best part is, when you bet with MyBookie, you can stream and bet live right from the MyBookie Sportsbook. So you can turn those big fights into that big straight cash. With the main event prepped to set the tone for what should be one of the most intense cards of the year. And you already know you're going to watch the fight this weekend. So choose the book that makes it simple to bet and win easy. Sign up and use promo code 1010XL to bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Nothing has a 10-year warranty except for a new AC unit from Vons. V-O-N-S. Vons Amazing 10. This is legit. A full 10-year warranty. It covers parts, labor, and refrigerant. That's an unmatched commitment they make to their customers, while others will charge extra for weekend and same-day emergencies. Not at Vons. No extra charges. Just great service when you need it, whether your unit needs to be repaired or replaced. Remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vons.
Every weekend is a stone cold sports weekend. Hey, Dan Hicken here. Watch for The Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll help you put together your sports weekend. Weekend with Dan brought to you by Stone Core. We do the outdoors better.
Hey, Jaguar fans, I'm Donovan Darius, former 10-year NFL All-Pro Jacksonville Jaguar safety. I'm hosting my 8th annual youth football tackling technique camps all throughout Jacksonville. With over 50 skills and drills, these young athletes will learn everything it takes from me and my coaches to be effective on and off the field. This camp is for kids ages 7 to 14 for June 18th, June 20th, and June 24th. To sign up your kid, go to DariusNextLevelTraining.com. DariusNextLevelTraining.com.
Dang, missed the ball, broke the tee. No worries, I'll just go to golf-t-repair.com and get these babies fixed. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive apparel designed by Jacksonville for local golfers. golf-t-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for golf stuff.
This is Frank Frangie. Join Dan Hicken and me for All Things Gators, our podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, with new episodes every Monday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
If you're a business owner and want to learn about federal, state, or local government contracts, plan to attend a free online webinar May 28th. The Florida Apex Accelerator, in partnership with UNF, provides expert guidance and consultations at no cost. The Apex Accelerator program can make selling to the government less complicated. Attend a free coffee and contracting webinar May 28th. Register at unf.edu/SBDC. Then select Training and Event tab.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. This summer, let's make a pledge to fit into last year's shorts. How about your high school shorts? I am this summer thanks to dropping 40 pounds with Awaken 180. Don't buy bigger shorts. Instead, do what I did. Choose the solution for weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss.
American Electrical, Northeast Florida's highest-rated electricians, is hiring, and they're looking for people to train for careers. It's not just job training. They're giving you a license that no one can take away from you, training you for jobs that are always in demand and will offer you a peace of mind financially and for the future. Once you know a trade, you'll always be employable. All the details are at american-electrical.com, and with their American Electrical Academy, if you're selected, you'll learn the electrical trade absolutely free of charge. American Electrical Contractors, powered by professionalism.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Welcome back. It's the drill. Hey.
Yup.
I saw this headline. We're going to do New York City headlines, but this one was worth delving into. Shark attack capital of the world named. Shark attack capital of the world.
They got to be up there like Cape Cod or something.
You think so?
Yeah.
Florida is the shark bite capital of the world.
Oh, geez.
With the area around Daytona Beach having the highest concentration of attacks anywhere.
Stop the cap.
Shout out Volusia County. International Shark Attack File says Volusia, world's hotspot for sharks preying on humans. 351 unprovoked attacks since record keeping began. The earliest records county officials could find date back to 1837. Florida has seen a whopping 928 attacks in the time frame, followed by Hawaii, 195, dude. 928 to 195. Them sharks don't like us here in the Sunshine State.
They don't.
California, 138. South Carolina, 118. Brah. You better forget about Cape Cod, man.
I know, right?
Volusia County, right down the road.
It's cool. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going over there.
Labor Day 2023, 2 swimmers were bitten by sharks in separate incidents near Ponce Inlet just south of Daytona Beach. Man. Gator's on the line. Let's get him. All Pro Roofing Hotline. Good morning, Gator.
Good morning, Dugan. I don't mess with those sharks. I don't like going in the water. You know, I lifeguarded at Jacksonville Beach for many years.
You did.
And you see them a lot. And I don't like going where I can't see my feet, you know, and it makes me nervous. I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So I'm sure you guys have discussed this kicker, the party animal. His lawsuit.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, where was the leadership on the plane? I mean, it's not like they're on some, mile-long plane. It's a normal plane.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to have coaches. You've got to have staff. You got to have, team captains sitting around watching this guy do this.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to the Pro Bowl. All we hear is a business trip.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I go on a lot of business trips. I ain't never done that.
Right.
Stewardess,
it's a fair question, Ox. I mean, it is a fair question where, somebody tell them to settle down. I mean,
no kidding.
Obviously, the dude.
You fly on those planes sometimes
Yeah.
with the team.
We're in the steerage, though, Ox. We're in the back. We don't see anything.
It ain't that far.
Yeah.
I mean, the kicker ain't flying the plane. Is he sitting up there and there's only so many seats in first class on this big plane.
It's a BA plane, bro. It is a BA plane. But I can't. I would say this. It's at worst. It's an embarrassment for the. I mean,
hell yeah.
And listen, I didn't hear that story, but I heard other stories about Brandon McManus. Yeah. And I kind of felt like he wasn't going to be back, and he wasn't back. And you can trace some of the Jags' failures to him. And I would say this: it seems to me that the drink seems to be a common denominator in that in his problem. So don't know him at all. Don't know if he's, what's going on, but it would suggest that maybe he needs to take a look at himself. But, boy, we have had some interesting stories with kickers through the years with this franchise, haven't we?
Our kickers could also qualify for the Olympic track and field because they're runners.
Ooh.
They like to run.
Ooh, not all. Not all.
No, not all of them, but
Yes.
Gregory Charles used to say the boys like to run.
But think about, just other stories like the axe with Hansen, our punter.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
It's just one. We had Mikey Hollis forever, and then after he left, we ran through about 8 in like a week, and just strange things with kickers with this franchise through the years. Scobie gave us
a lot of positions.
Scobie gave us some stability there for a long time, and then he was gone, and ever since then it's been the kid before McManus was I don't believe all the things that he was saying. So and I don't believe
a little bit of a runner too.
And I don't believe McManus' story quote from his lawyer either, quite frankly.
Yeah, I don't either.
And by the way, if you're wondering what happened,
smoke, there's fire.
Let me quickly tell people what happened. Brandon McManus has been accused of sexual. I guess it's assault. Yeah, accused of sexual assault is being sued. Accused of sexual assault on the team plane on the flight to London. By the way, another, I know we like to go to London, but this is the second incident now we've had with the London situation. We may want to take a look at that, or may want to say, boys, we can't have this nonsense in London.
It is foolishness. I mean, you can't pin this one on Herbs either.
No, we had we had the other incident with the boys.
The boys like to run the streets.
Yeah, they're out at the bar, and then they didn't want to pay or at the place, whatever it was, and they all ran out the back door.
They ran. Yeah. Now we got a degenerate kicker sexually assaulting two people.
Yeah.
Which is
flight attendants, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. And the sexual assault for those listening wasn't like full on, what you're thinking.
It's bumping and grinding. It seems like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, again, we don't need the bumping and grinding if they don't. If you
like
don't,
Eddie?
Hey, if you don't want to be bumped and grinded, you know what I'm saying? Then you shouldn't be bumped and grinded. So
I agree.
He's wrong. And if he's sitting there throwing $100 bills or asking, again, the accusations,
it's probably not something you typically expect as a stewardess on a plane flying from Jacksonville to London.
No, we got a long flight here, boys.
Yeah. Settle down.
All right, Gator.
All right.
Appreciate
We'll see you.
Gator always keeping it real. Let's do some New York City headlines. Jenny on the chopping block. Actual headlines, by the way, from New York City periodicals. J-Lo's deal for $1 million per show Vegas residency in jeopardy as new album concert tour flop. She's flopping, E.
Oh, flop, dog?
She's flopping. A passenger dead after jumping off world's largest cruise ship. That new cruise ship.
Why?
I don't know. MLB's most controversial umpire retiring immediately. Kind of think that was a...
somebody... Hey, man, it's time for you to go, buddy.
Yeah. Stop and frisky. California cop resigns. Locked himself in backseat with female detainee. Are you single?
What?
Yeah. What happened was she propositioned said police officer out there in San Diego. He decided to go for it, turned his body camera off, climbed in the back seat, and then accidentally locked himself in and had to call somebody, a fellow cop, to come get him out.
You big goofy.
Eesh. Love and basketball. A-Rod stunned. His daughter surprises him at playoff game.
Okay.
This is a very sad story. General Hospital's star ex-fiancé slams his killers, breaks down in tears. This guy was shot defending his friends in a robbery and killed. Naked truth. Nigeria First Lady slams U.S. celebs after Meghan Markle visit. We do not want nakedness in our culture.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Meghan.
Just holler at me, Meghan.
Killer whales may be crashing into boats for fun, study reveals. Orcas have time on their hands.
I don't mess with them orcas.
Oh, my gosh. Fan defends Pete Davidson after he walks off stage during Omaha performance over relentless heckling.
Omaha.
26-year-old dancer responds to speculation she's pregnant with Raiders owner's kid after NFL aggregators post.
Bruh.
She's not pregnant with this 70-year-old owner's kid.
Bruh.
She says, I don't date him. I got a picture with him one time, and y'all think I'm dating him. Stop it.
That's wild.
Jealousy. Cardi B reacts to body-shaming trolls, calling her fat after performance with a plate of pancakes.
Cardi's so funny.
Congratulations, McManus. 2 women accuse NFL kicker of sexually assaulting them on team flight to London. You made New York City headlines.
No relation to our very own Tom McManus.
None. Tennis star confirms new romance with fellow pro after French Open appearance. Shingled and ready to mingle, the best wooden homes in the Hamptons. Oh, here's a smart guy. Billionaire plans to take sub to Titanic site to prove industry's safer after Ocean Gate implosion. Yeah,
Bro,
I'm not going.
You're a billionaire.
I'm not going.
Send a drone down there.
Are you going?
Man, no.
No, I'm not going.
I don't even want to go in the 12.
If they offered you $1 million, would you go?
Nah.
I'm not going.
That ain't enough.
No.
$1 million ain't enough.
I'm not going that far down.
But
I'm not going.
There is a price on it, but it ain't $1 million.
$5 million?
Tax-free?
How long does that? Well, no, you got to pay taxes.
See? No.
How long does that trip take?
Oh, no.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not trying to find out.
I would
real.
be sweating, like, just waiting for my head to explode. I'm not doing that. Hell no.
You ain't doing it for the 10?
No.
So
Are you?
There's no price on it?
No price.
Oh, wow.
I'm not doing it.
There's definitely a price.
There is a price. Think about it now. You got to get in that little tiny thing, sit side by side with people, and go all the way down. 12,400 feet.
Yeah. I don't know.
I ain't doing it.
When it get, I sit here and say I'll do it. When it gets down to the nitty-gritty, right.
That's what you be.
Right.
Who's sub? We have some screaming down there. What's
Stop the cap.
We've got Emmanuel is freaking out down here. I don't know what to do. He's trying to reach for the buttons. I'll swim back up. It's too late, Emmanuel. We're too far down. Oof, no way. It would have to be a gigantic sub.
Yeah, it got to be big.
It ain't big. It ain't big, E.
Small sub.
Tiny little sub.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're going down on that thing, man.
Whale can eat that. Yeah, I don't know. It's some strange creatures out there.
That's true, too. Oof. All right, let's do this. We'll take a break. We'll come back and make the turn for home right here on The Drill.
Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Making radio in Jacksonville more fun.
All of Jumanji, thanks.
Because you can use a little more fun in your day. 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Discover luxury on your terms at Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville. Drive away today in style.
Boasting North Florida's largest selection of Cadillacs, we have your dream car waiting.
Experience the future with Cadillac Lyric, redefining luxury electric vehicles at the starting price of $44,988.
With over 50 to choose from, and this exclusive offer, the luxury of a Cadillac is more attainable than ever.
And rest assured, every Cadillac is backed by our dedication to outstanding customer service.
Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resistance.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation. Ante up and swing for the greens. Best Bet St. Augustine is giving away a brand new golf cart and cash prizes during our Fairways to Fortune promotion. Now to July 26th, every hour of poker and table games played at Best Bet St. Augustine earns you a chance to win over $30,000 in prizes, including a top-of-the-line golf cart that seats 6. Visit bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com. And we'll see you in St. Augustine.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On May 28, 2006, MLB legend Barry Bonds hits his 715th career home run, passing Babe Ruth. Barry Bonds currently holds the record, hitting 762.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll-and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, an avocado consultant from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Dave Ortega. Okay, Dave, here's your question. Your house is not bad in the morning, but by the afternoon, your AC can barely keep up, even with the curtains closed. What do you do?
Can I buy a valve?
Not that kind of show, Dave.
Can I spin the wheel?
Yeah, we don't even have a wheel, Dave.
Can I phone a friend? Can I call Bueller?
That's right, Dave. Call Bueller Air and Plumbing to assess your home's airflow and sunlight patterns, and let us optimize your air conditioning so that you are cool.
This is the happiest day of my life.
Well, you gotta get out more, Dave.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Friday on The Franchi Show. Tune in for the House Call segment brought to you by Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Rehab. Join the discussion as a JOI expert tells you about total knee replacements. JOI, where the pros go.
Open early and open late. Daly's is always there, making things easy for you to cruise in and cruise out. So hit Daly's cold case the next time you're craving a cold one. Bud Light by the case, plus plenty of singles to choose from. Corona, to the King of Beers, to Stella or a Natty. They're all cold at Daly's.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's electric.
Yeah.
Dano, you know how to do an electric slide?
Woogie, 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 woogie.
You know how to do an electric slide, man?
Look at me.
That's not the electric slide. That's
That's not it?
Cardiac, going into cardiac arrest, though.
Macarena.
That was a little bit of like, crank that Soldier Boy and Macarena. That's what that was. A bit of both.
Yeah, I just freelance. You know that.
Yeah, that's what dancing is, man.
I'm freelance.
Just let that thing ride.
You and me.
Let's go.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Doug Peterson meeting with the media. saw the article that came out, disappointing in the news. It's a legal matter at this point, so that's all I can comment. When I read the article, it was disappointing. But Ox brought up some good questions and fair questions, like, what is this going on quietly? Like, what was going on that plane to London? I think that's a fair question, isn't it?
Valid.
So, yeah, I think that's a fair question. He did say his release was performance and contract based and not for off-field issues. Well, I don't know.
All right.
Listen, you have to say what you have to say because of legalities. You can't sit there and say, oh, yeah, we cut him because of that, because of some things that happen off the field, because then you're admitting that something happened on that plane, right?
Right.
So, and I understand I'm not commenting once it gets there, but, it's still, it's disappointing, man.
Yeah, it's disappointing. And they say it take 2 hours.
Peterson says the ESPN article about McManus was the first he heard about the allegations. This is from John Shipley.
Okay.
Well, so then, and again, they're all in different places, and I get it.
Yeah, they're all.
The plane is huge,
right?
And the coaches are up front. The players are in one spot. Like I said, because we're the official station, we get 2 seats. We fly back in the steerage, so. Anyway, it is what it is, but I just that stuff can't happen, man. That's not being professional. And generally, the Jags under Peterson have been professional. I don't think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but we got to have we got to be better than that. We got to be better than that. Doug Peterson calls Mac Jones the ultimate pro. Notes he liked him coming out of Alabama. A little quirky at times, but that's the joy and fun he wanted to get back to. Good. Push our guy. Push him. Push him hard. So, we shall see. All right, well, look, we're back at it tomorrow. We got a lot going on. Again, rest in peace, Bill Walton. Rest in peace, David Lamb. That's not a good weekend, man. That's
right?
sad. We got a lot to look forward to this week, though. We'll keep rolling here.
I got something for you real quick, Dan.
Yes, sir.
So you say you're not getting that submarine?
No.
What if you knew it was only going to be a 2-hour ride there and a 2-hour ride back?
Hell no.
For the 5 M's.
No. 4 hours?
Yeah. $10 million?
No.
Oh, man. I don't know. I might do that.
2 hours down to the depths?
Yeah.
No.
I might do that for the 10 M's.
You ain't sitting in no cramped seat for 4 hours in a little tiny submarine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you had 17 gummies. Then you might do it. I mean, keep it real here. You would be in mood-modifying nirvana if you do that.
You got to do what you got to do to get that bread, man.
Well.
10 M's? Yeah.
Yeah. Stacks, racks, what are we talking about here?
M's.
Yeah, they say it's around 2 hours for the sub to reach the Titanic. No.
Yes.
No.
I'm doing it.
Hick, when is the Mets funeral ceremony? Stay tuned. It's coming sooner rather than later. Sooner rather than later. It could happen this week.
Right.
We got a doubleheader with the Dodgers today. Those 2 losses are not going to sit well.
Right.
Yeah, so stay tuned, friend. Stay tuned. All right, we're out of time. Jaguars today take over from here. I saw Mike's back, so that's good. Mike is ready to rock and roll. And Dylan's here as well, so it's all coming up next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll